Hello, happy Friday, everybody. If you're watching right now, you're reading that correct. World of Horror has hit 1.0, and I'm so excited to play it. You know, we've been doing some World of Horror all October now, all in the lead up to this. 1.0 has come out, new content, new playable characters, new mysteries. It's gonna be a blast, and I'm super excited. Before we get started, just a couple things. I will be continuing Yuppie Psycho on Monday. We're going to stick to World of Horror for the weekend, calling it the Weekend of Horror. But I did a little bit of investigating. Turns out I managed to get the ending that was added with the executive edition of Yuppie Psycho. And what's really fun about that is that, so I guess Yuppie Psycho you could break up into two parts. And in base game, there's a whole second half of the base game I haven't even seen yet. Because the new ending for Executive Edition, you either get that or you go on to the second half of Yuppie Psycho. We'll talk about it more on Monday, of course, but that's really cool, because that means there's still a whole bunch of more game left to play, and I plan on doing that, of course. That being said, we're here tonight for World of Horror 1.0. Got a lot of playing. I mean, like, this is an entire stream dedicated to World of Horror, so there's going to be a lot of World of Horror. World of Horror. Super exciting stuff, of course. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Make sure that the game's capturing. So actually, this is something I wanted to show off, but if it doesn't capture the game... Oh, it might. If you tab out of World of Horror long enough, there's like a jump scare waiting for you when you get back. I don't see it. I haven't tabbed in yet, so I guess we'll find out together if the game's going to try and spook me. Oh, no. Interesting. Maybe because I was capturing it. There is a fun little character that'll pop up if you're tabbed out of the game for too long, though. Looks like we managed to avoid them, which is fun. So I was looking through the achievements. I'm so excited. Heck yeah, you better be. It's going to be a great time. A lot of new content, even stuff I haven't seen, and that's really cool. Watching this game has been great. Heck yeah, I'm really happy to hear that. So for the first playthrough, I've decided, I went through the achievements. There isn't an achievement for beating the hardest difficulty, or at least not beating it normally. There is an achievement for doing it with some very interesting settings, but there is an achievement for beating hard mode, so we're going to start with hard mode for our first playthrough tonight, to get that out of the way, and to show that I am a true World of Horror professional, and I can handle something a little harder than the middle difficulty. So let's go right into it. And then we're also going to probably touch some challenge mode stuff tonight. Challenge mode is something I have done on my previous save, and I remember it being a lot of fun, but also kind of difficult, so we'll see how that goes. There it is, though, right there. World of Horror, extended full. That is the entire game right there. We uncheck them and uncheck them. It looks like I can't check it, which I don't know if that's a bug, or it says unlock while playing, so I guess we don't have it unlocked yet. But that would be the new content added in 1.0. I don't know why I can't click it. Let's just assume it's been added. Oh, and I realized we have Perk Deck 2. Now, Perk Deck 2 means we can unlock a new character. You'll see on the right there, the top encounter that's added with Perk Deck 2 is Bloody Sweater. Or I'm calling it Perk Deck. It's just an extended deck. But Extended Deck 2 adds Bloody Sweater, and if we do things correctly, we can unlock a character through the Bloody Sweater mystery. So we'll do, not mystery, but event. So we'll be going for that tonight too, because it's a fun character. Anyways, City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth aeons ago are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in the realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. So off the bat, it doesn't look like any of the new characters are immediately available to us, so it's definitely time to do some achievement hunting. So for the hard mode, let's just get the difficulty up. Harbinger of Doom. It said beat the game on hard. Now I'm confused because none of these difficulties outright say hard. I guess we'll just go for True Believer then. Screw it. We're going to attempt a True Believer run here at the beginning. You start with 13 max stamina and reason, which isn't terrible, and 0 funds, which could be terrible, because you get an event at 0 funds. But I plan on mitigating the heck out of all of this. We got 2 different timelines. Timeline X, ooh, with a randomly chosen timeline. So they haven't added any new timelines, it looks like. But we're going to play Haru because Haru starts with the cigarettes. Oh, hey, Ikamoni, welcome. Welcome to World of Horror 1.0. We're going to be playing a lot of World of Horror tonight. I'm super stoked for that. So, settle in. It's going to be a spooky, scary night. We got the difficulty on max. Haru starts with decent enough strength, and the cigarettes, you know, he's always got his pack of Newports on him. And it's necessary to be able to win on the hardest difficulty, I feel like. We're also going to start with the 7th curse. I want to continue to do backstories and unlock more backstories, but the 7th curse starts us with a lot of money at the cost of human allies, which we learned last session excludes the dogs, I think, so we can still get the dog companion as far as I'm aware, unless that's a bug and it's been patched. We don't need human allies. So we've got 7th curse, got Haru. That's all I really need for the hardest difficulty. And then, oh, I wonder if this mode got added finally. Scenario mode. Oh, still isn't added yet. Interesting, though. And that's the cool thing. 1.0 doesn't necessarily mean the end of the line. I can tell this dev is really dedicated to filling World of Horror with a lot of cool content. We've already done all the endless mode we need to for this save file. So let's go into classic mode. I did a little pre-gaming on this. I think Athaloths would be the best god to pick for the hardest difficulty. I don't need spells to win, so we don't have to worry about this. And Athaloths gives us events that provide us with spells, and spells can be forgotten for reason. So the chance of having potential reason regain seemed like the smartest to me. This seemed like the least effective god when it came to what I want to do. Media has been reporting about various people with seemingly supernatural skills. Could it have any connection with the news about stars disappearing from the night sky? Maybe. Or maybe it's just the Xenoshiba that we've already learned about. Your family was cursed. Everyone around you will die. You start the playthrough with more funds, but can't have human allies. So it looks like the amount of funds you start with is based on your difficulty level. I can work with 4 funds, though. We got Hard Knock, which is, yeah, when you smoke cigarette. Oh my god, the UI got updated. I like this. This looks so much cleaner now. It's such a small thing, but I'm already really appreciative of that. So we're just going to immediately go for the cigarettes. Nicotine Rush is super useful. While you're smoking cigarettes, you do more damage. And then on top of that, having cigarettes smoked provides you a lot of extra benefits as well. Like faster combat movements and stuff. So it's overall just like solid. Looks like there's a new area added to the apartment. Kind of interested to see what that is. I'm just checking to see what's been added. These two have been in the game before. I just haven't unlocked them yet. Maybe a new area in the seaside, but I'm not sure. Confirm and continue. You check your mailbox. It's empty! Oh god, my mailbox was empty today. Does this mean I'm cursed? Oh no. Okay, library notes is actually pretty good to start with. We're going to sell that for more funds, because, again, we're not worried about magic. Take a quick bath for more EXP. Change into the Kiryu outfit. There's only one way to play Haru on this stream, and that's with the Kiryu outfit at this point. It just wouldn't feel right if we didn't have it. Pick up an extra fund from there. So we got 6 already. It's not bad. That's a nice movie poster. I wonder if that's actually a reference to a movie poster. I can't tell what she's holding. It looks like a gun, but also maybe nunchucks. That's fucking weird. Let's check outside real quick. Nothing weird outside right now. I wonder... Okay, so this is the other thing. You have to have Card Pack B, and then you... See, the thing is, a lot of the stuff in this game I feel like still isn't as thoroughly covered as it can be. I've seen people say you have to be on Timeline B. I've seen people say you have to see this TV report, but that is the character we can unlock through one of the new events in Card Pack B. The search for a missing person continues in the forest surrounding Shiokawa. If you have any information, please contact the police department. But we need the Outdoorsman perk. I'll just say it now, you need the Outdoorsman perk from leveling up to be able to do anything about that. So I don't think we're going to gun for it on this playthrough since I'm going to be focusing on surviving. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Anything new? Freaky feature of found footage, curious case of a contagious coma, macabre memoir of morbid mermaids. Also, if you look at the I didn't realize this until watching the footage of last session. These little clippings are like super mini versions of the actual clipping when you click to do the investigation. Look at that little smiley face that's supposed to represent Shiro-san for Blood Curdling Botanist. It's so goofy looking. It looks like the little chat emote. Yeah. And then Far Off Fable. So nothing new here, but that's okay. Actually, there's a couple mysteries I haven't shown off, so hopefully between today and tomorrow we'll get them. Shiro-san, is that you in the chat? Oh my god. So I gotta really play smart here. We're gonna start with Coma's not starting smart. That would be hard. Let's do found footage, because maybe you can put the videotapes back together now. Freaky feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the first anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about the local folklore. Maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in the school newspaper. And we will, but first and foremost, we're going to the hardware store to get a weapon. Oh, hey, this song's different. The crowbar is not bad, actually. I'm worried it's going to be a little heavy and it's going to have slow speed, but as long as we stack strength and keep the cigarettes up, it shouldn't be a bad purchase. So we're going to buy the crowbar. We're going to equip it. We got a weapon. Now, the other thing I want to do is try to max out how many cigarettes we have on us. Because I actually was looking, and there is a perk for having 30 cigarettes. Oh, we're already so close. If I can just get, like, 2 more funds real quick here, then we're going to go buy cigarettes so that we have 30 of them. Is that guy sweating? Oh, you talking about the guy at the hardware store? Yeah, don't worry about it. He's just it's really hot near the ocean in the middle of the fall. Duh. So we're gonna... You know, we don't... I'm gonna risk it. Investigating the mansion twice on this will get you a potentially faster conclusion, but it isn't guaranteed that it's gonna save you time. So let's just do the investigation like normal. I'm gonna just kind of hope for the best. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Yeah, why not? Let's help her. Luck check. Success. I thought it was a strength check. Oh, thank God. The creepy substitute teacher hands you some old books to carry. Among the mundane titles, you find one called Extinction of Mankind. You shudder, feeling the teacher's gaze on your back. Oh, that's my favorite one. Resolve that event. The notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. Getting closer, you can't help but notice a large number of trees have suddenly died. What happened here? Investigate the downtown. They say a ghost of a heartbroken boy appears on this street at night. Is it just an urban legend, or is there some truth to this tale? No, that's just me coming home from work. Here we go, spend the night here. Strength check, success. You wait the entire night, observing the spot where the supposed ghost would appear, but nothing happens. You're relieved it's just a rumor. Oh, no, never mind. Other street. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. Okay. Feeling hungry, you've entered a small local restaurant and ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? Yeah, one bite won't hurt. Strength check, success. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant's guests on your back, you take a small bite of the smelly seafood. It's surprisingly good, but you kindly refuse another serving. +5 experience, +1 stamina. Okay, so if we did the mansion 3 times, it would remove 3 locations from this. Honestly, with the chance that we can find the right spot on our first go, I don't really think removing 3 of them is as useful as just gunning for it. So it's this one. I can feel it. Even better. Oh my god, please pass this strength check. Haru, if you don't pass this strength check, I'm going to cry. In the forest, you hear a faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. Help the dog. Oh, it was a luck? What do you mean luck check? You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes your hand. Ah well, we didn't get the dog companion, but we helped the dog, and that's good enough for me. How about over here? Oh no! A wet splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl sluggishly walking in your direction. In her eyeball, a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with a wet splash. It's Infested Girl, which is different from Worm Girl, I guess. There's a lot of girls with weird worm things in their eyes. Yeah, oh my god, I forgot Haru just hits really fucking hard. We're gonna take 2 stamina damage for this, but we're already near the end of the investigation. It should be fine. Yeah, as long as we keep the cigarettes up, this should be a pretty solid run. So if we hit her for a guaranteed 7 damage, it should be fine. I don't need to do anything else but that. Nice. See, look at that. We're already in a pretty solid spot with our strength. Combat encounters shouldn't be an issue. It's got to be over here. I'm guessing it's this tile. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. I'm pretty sure all of these don't result well, but let's do... Are they hiding something? You can't help but wonder what lies behind the masks that conceal the faces of the people around you. Are these even the people they claim to be, or are they just masquerading as something they're not, hiding their true identities behind the masks that they wear? There's a whole music video about it, Haru. Just go YouTube, don't worry. This area, right? Relatable. The trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. -2 reason. Alright, we're going great. It's going good. Here. It's gotta be here. The suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of a ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Strength check. Come on now. Strength check success. You manage to see some of the faces and hear the name of the group. Okay, and then what do we do with that information? Smoke a cigarette on our way. I forgot we're kind of wasting cigarettes on this. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and, by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? He does not have the knowledge for this. Oh my god, knowledge check success. You're certain the missing people were here. You are on the right trail. Duh, it says, help. It's sideways. Thank you, Haru. Sudden storm forces you to find nearby shelter in a cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave wall, but I don't got a flashlight. Knowledge check success! He's proving me wrong tonight. You recognize the strange symbols and connect them to the horrors plaguing your town. +5 experience. Okay, so maybe getting rid of 3 of these tiles would have been useful. Okay. You're surprised to find a well-dressed man sitting on a rock in the middle of the forest. When you get closer, however, you discover that he's wearing a realistic mask that falls on the ground. Do you have a moment to speak about this product? Oh my god, it's the dream salesman. Shit, he's gonna do a lot of damage if I don't deal with him fast. Oh yeah, I should be able to do it in 2 turns. See, the enemies are already starting off with pretty sizable damage amounts, but it's nothing crazy like -3 all yet, so if we just keep on top of it, be smart with our level ups, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm kind of surprised I haven't found... Oh my gosh. You have a feeling they're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees, just a few meters away. Let's confront the person. Luck check. Success. It's just a creepy scarecrow. You can't buy his stuff? You know, I should have checked. If we run into him again, sometimes certain enemies have extra combat options. I actually wouldn't... Like, if there's an option to buy his stuff, that's going to be hilarious. Relieved, you decide to leave the area just in case. My mind just immediately went trash brain and was like, I gotta kill him. That's an opponent, I gotta kill it. Said a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it? It's too risky. Disturbed by your surroundings, you take a step back and trip on a branch. God damn it. Top left, it's gotta be the top left. I searched every tile. Discover an old campsite located on the edge of the small clearing. The tent has been knocked down, and food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Search the tent. And luck check failure. Hell yeah. The rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at a large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. Then, you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. Take the cassettes and run. Not being able to deal with it, you decide to grab the cassette tapes and run. You wander aimlessly through the woods for a few hours until you're found by a search party. You lead them to the house, but the door to the basement is missing. Case remains open. We did get some good stuff though, plus 1 reason and stamina is pretty solid. Ooh, look at that, there's even a little icon here for the level up. So, oh, well there's Outdoorsman, I guess we could go for it. Additional slot, yeah, honestly, +1 luck, +1 strength. I'm not too worried about my stamina and health right now. Weird epidemic keeps staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. That's okay, we can deal with that. Seemingly broken, but maybe you can find a way to repair them. I still have my theories about repairing them. Let's see if 1.0 added that or not. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? It's ours now, sucker. Heal up, get that back. We're not max health, but if I play the next mystery well, we can hopefully survive. So we got Contagious Coma, Morbid Mermaids, Blood-Curdling Botanist, Far Out Fear Festival. Let's do the Fear Festival next. This is a nice and easy one. Plus we can heal here. Your aunt has sent you a letter, inviting you for a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. I'm a 24-year-old member of the Yakuza, Mom. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Someone is waiting for you? A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner, who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. Alright, we've done this one a couple times now. Your group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn, giving you some time to explore. The festival begins this evening. Okay, we're gonna go to the inn. I'm not gonna pick a fight with the innkeeper, but you can if you investigate this little thing on the wall here. Let's go to the onsen. Hot spring feels great. Finally, you can relax for a bit and enjoy the warm water, +2 stamina. Nice. So, get some reason back. Enjoying the festival is nice, but we have no funds and we can't pick up human allies, so I don't think there's a point right now. Let's explore the weird village. An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join them. Heck yeah, let's participate. Knowledge check. Success. You've read about the ritual. Following the intricate patterns of the steps, bows, and claps isn't a problem for you. Once the ritual ends, the priest thanks you and hands over an item. We got Eldritch Amulet. +10 reason when worn. Okay. But that means if I remove it at any point, what if we removed it now? Right? Can I unequip it? Excel. Well, Let's just make sure to never remove the amulet then. But we did get a reason restore from that, so that's nice. Is that a lot? Plus 10 is a lot. I thought I would go over my max, but it looks like it just brought me back up to my max cap for reason. Still a really interesting item. I also don't remember this item, so I'm guessing it's new. In an otherwise bleak village, the look of the most beautiful flower patch surprises you. As you get closer to compliment the gardener, you stop, hearing weird sniffling sounds. It's the sniffling gardener! Oh, this one's goofy. We're also running out of SIGs, so we gotta be careful here. We're still doing about 5 damage per hit, so that's really nice. We can keep wrecking through it. This thing's only doing 1 stamina damage, not too bad. Wait, what's that? Oh, we got the shovel out of that. Nice. Damage is 6 at less of a speed. Small chance of gaining funds after defeating an enemy. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna hold on to the crowbar. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but the idea of getting money sounds really nice. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly, the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Let's follow them into the forest. We have outdoorsmen, so we could run into... Look at that! Never mind, we're unlocking a character right here, right now, actually. Because we have outdoorsmen, we can do this option. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood. But where is the owner? Wait a minute. You recognize that sweater. It belongs to that girl who went missing. As you crouch down to inspect it, you hear the faint rustling of leaves. Behind you stands Moriko, the missing girl, with an old shotgun aimed at you. You raise your hands and explain who you are. She nods and helps you get up. Seems like you're not the only one trying to save this town. New achievement unlocked. Heck yeah, we got a character to play after this. Back out into the woods. You follow the faint sound to a telephone line pole. The moment you notice giant hairy balls underneath it, they start to twitch and rise. Oh god, please no. Oh no, it's Totoro. That's like the opposite of what I was hoping to run into out here. This is got 65% chance to hit. We're playing Fire Emblem odds right now. Let's go for it. Hey, look at that. He landed it anyways because he's a master. And then we can heart attack to win this one. The shovel might be useful. I didn't get money off of that, but the shovel might end up being really good in combat. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just Totoro and his big hairy balls. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location's threat level increases. That's fine. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They're talking about something awakening at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. You decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival's ending tomorrow, and you can't be too careful. We'll continue. In room, let's see. Yeah, let's do the onsen again. I don't mind. Plus 2 stamina is really nice at the cost of like 1% doom. And we're almost back up at max stats, so that's cool. Drooping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Get a grip. You quicken your pace and leave the menacing path, minus 1 reason. Is that blood? Where is everybody? A trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. And it's in this man's face. Let's go explore the forest. I believe the more you explore the forest, the quicker you get to the ending here, too. Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They're obviously looking for something. Or someone. I mean, reveal yourself, we have a chance to get shot. I think run, we also have a chance to get shot. If I had to guess, it's charisma and strength check. Or luck check. Meanwhile, reveal yourself, I'm willing to gamble on a 7 charisma. Charisma check failure. Nice! Taking stamina damage in combat, we get a new injury. That's really cool. You walk from behind a tree and wave. Suddenly you hear a bang and feel an impact on your shoulder, which quickly turns into intense pain. Damn, that's not him. You hear the scream of one of the men before everything gets dark. When you open your eyes, you find yourself next to the road leading to the forest. Your wound is bandaged, but you fear it's not enough. Gosh dang it. While exploring the factory, you are caught by masked people you've seen from the inn's window. After tying you up, they bring you to the cult leader. We knew you'd come. You hear a raspy voice, your aunt's voice, coming from behind the priest's weird mask. She signals towards door behind him. Our master is waiting for a final blood sacrifice. Struggle. I love this scene. You guys good? You guys waiting for something? Does it have to be like at exactly 6 a.m.? I can come out and come back in. I can re-enter. It's cool with me. You guys good? It's a pretty cool setup you guys have. I like the giant pit in the floor. You over there. Yeah, you. You guys good? Got juice boxes? I like that one's face. So what's happening? Oh my god! Oh no! Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh no! Oh god! It's him! It's oh my god! How embarrassing! Spook! With a loud bang, the ancient horror disappears, and the high priest falls to the floor, grabbing their shoulder. Hey, someone else got shot in the shoulder of this mystery. I don't feel as bad now. The last thing you see before blacking out are the beams of flashlights in the hand of a police officer saving you from falling. Later that day, detectives interrogating you are confused when you tell them about the ritual, blood, and eldritch being. The village is abandoned with no trace of blood anywhere. You are the only ones seeing the ancient horror. So a cool thing about this, and I'd like to try it, it's really kind of difficult because you have to gun for it. If you enter that ritual with the ritual mask item and the ritual robes equipped, you do get the third ending to this mystery. I'm going to be honest, I don't even think I've ever done that because it's just kind of a hassle. But we should definitely try for that tonight or tomorrow. Well, you couldn't catch the leader of the cult to interrogate them. The people are safe. You board the old bus, wondering what would happen if you didn't stop the ritual in time. Alright, pretty decent. We got our stats back. Contaminated water. Oh, this game would do that. Alright, we can't bathe anymore, so that stinks. I think you can make a bottle of black sludge, though, which is a fun combat item. But yeah, if we try to bathe, it's just like... They still didn't fix the water problem. It is black and oily and glistening. No way you're going to wash yourself in that. Hard agree. Honestly, there's two types of water. Black oily water and cold water. I would never bathe in those. Nuh-uh. No thank you. Anyone outside? It's Sosa from Yuppie Psycho. She came to make a cameo. Hey, Sosa. Yeah, we're pretty good right now, though. We're gonna level up in, like, literally one, thing. All three of these end in rough boss battles. I'm not gonna lie, all three of these end in really rough boss battles, so... Let's do Botanist first, because at least this one can end with us still keeping ourselves intact, even if it's, like, the worst ending for it. I gotta remember my objective here is to win on the hardest difficulty, not necessarily show off stuff right now. Your neighbor asked you to help her husband. Shiro-san has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he? Why would he need so much fertilizer? That's a good question. Got the business card of the gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something useful? We're not going to investigate the school choice. Like I said, I'm fine there. What I could use right now is some money, so we're going to actually use the witch's tree. According to the legends, this tree's roots reach towards the grave of a lynched witch. Nailing a straw doll to this tree will grant you your wish. For a price, that is. Let's wish for money. In's Masu look. Ocean is calling. Chance of a negative effect with each seaside investigation. I'm okay with that, because In's Masu look gets us a special ending in the mermaid one. So I guess we can still do that. Let's just try to avoid the ocean, outside of the fact that we have to go there for the mermaid a lot. But we have the money to buy more cigarettes. And he doesn't have them right now. Reroll? Yeah, there we go. So I didn't get the 30 cigarettes, but that's okay. We just got to make sure that we have them, because there's nothing worse than not having a Newport on hand, honestly. World of Horror dev, if you ever do find this video, definitely, you know the meme of the Newport outfit? Definitely give that to Haru as an outfit he can wear. I want to see him in the full Newport trip, honestly. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Realize what's happening. Perception check. Success. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing in the crowd. Yeah, quick thinking, charisma. I don't want Yakuza. God, Yakuza card is not that good of an item, I'm gonna be honest. I hate seeing it every time I play as him. That's like his one downside, is that he has one really good perk, or like two really good perks, and then the one that you see all the time is the one that's like, whatever. Quick thinking. I definitely want quick thinking here, and more, no, not more stamina, more strength. Look at that, 10 strength. Hopefully the shovel should be pretty easy to use. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. This is his boss, I think. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it for you. Investigating an alley. Someone taps on your back. Sorry, is the bus still running? I'm so late for a meeting. The boss is going to kill me. Startled, you quickly turn around, shocked by what you see there. It's the tapeworm salaryman. Why was he going I mean, I guess his lips... I thought it was going to be someone who was like bloated. Like, we're talking bad fan art bloated. I thought it was going to be something disgusting like that. Anyways, it looks like with the shovel we can two-shot most enemies right now, so that's pretty good. I gotta be careful because, yeah, at any point this hasty aid could fail, and then we'll end up with something. We also do have Abolish, which we'll get rid of for reason if we really need it, but anything weird I can do with this guy? No, it doesn't look like he's got extra options. Alright, we'll prepare. Oh, no, we already got it. Easy peasy. Combat is the one thing that I think is the most important to be on top of in this game. If you got combat down, then it's just about rolling with the punches for the RNG. Which is more mitigatable than dying. I mean, I'm sure if you've seen a lot of my other sessions of this game, I die really fast sometimes. Well, the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid. You think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Copy that. No one answers when you knock at Professor Takeuchi's door. This is odd since he's usually punctual about his appointments. The smell of blood tells you something's wrong, and you quickly open the door and enter. There's no sign of the professor, but the quantity of blood everywhere leaves little doubt about what happened. But how? And why? Let's scavenge the room for useful items. Perception chance, success, nice! You rummage through the drawers trying to find anything useful. The sound of police sirens forces you to grab the nearest item and flee the crime scene. That's not a bad item to have. It is sloppy. So here, let's find out. Okay, I thought so. If we de-equip the Eldritch Amulet at any point, we're going to lose 10 reason, which is a lot to lose. So I get why it does that now. It's kind of a trick item. It's super useful. Don't take it off. The flashlight's also really good, but I guess we're just gonna have to sell it. If anything is for inventory slot B at this point, we sell it. I'm not risking that. I bet the mansion's right here in the middle. Following the trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. Pray at it. Perception check, success. Kneeling by the shrine, you discover a small piece of paper tucked behind the statue. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna make an X pattern because that's where all the places are, I'm thinking. That pair has been following you since this morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it'll only get worse. -2 stamina. Okay. They followed me into the woods, I guess. You're stopped dead in your tracks by the feeling of cold metal against your back. You look over your shoulder. Recognize me? The Yakuza's face sneers. So every time we've gone for his weapon has worked and we get a weapon out of it. Let's see what happens if we punch him. What the hell? You let a rumbling yell, turning and driving your fist into empty air? There's nobody there. He's gone. Your wild swing sends you stumbling and confused. All of this shit is really starting to get to you, but even if you ran into one of the real guys, they'd probably hate your guts just as much. Oh, you're too hard on yourself. Anyways, we're gonna get rid of abolish to get that reason back, 'cause I don't like that I lost one reason during that. Parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Now let's check failure. Oh, I should have read that. My bad. Abandoned hut? Your friend has asked you to meet them in a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Curious, you check it out. You don't see it at first. Then you notice it. The bloated body of Athiolos is getting closer. Plus 3% doom. Yeah, I like that that's just completely unavoidable. I wish there was a way to, like, strength check your way out of looking. You discover a giant plush toy half buried in a ditch. Feeling uneasy, you take a step back. It's already too late. It's the Dream Eater. The fuck is this thing? I don't like it. I don't like the way it's looking at me. It does -2 all damage. Dexterity based. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for the dodge, and if this doesn't work, then yeah, we'll just... Oh my god, it worked perfectly. Oh my god, we dodged and landed that 60% chance to hit. Whew, I should not have played with my luck like that. Well, it looks like whatever a Dream Eater would be. Fair, very fair. It kind of reminds me... There's a Pokemon based off of the same concept of like some long-nosed anteater thing that eats dreams. So I'm guessing it's a myth from some culture. I'm just not very familiar with it. It's that was disgusting though, whatever that was. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and, by the looks of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Try to decipher the signs. Knowledge check failure. Last time we passed it. How do you forget? Can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take some time before you pick up the trail again. Alright, well we're definitely going to go for the ending then. Yeah. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of a room, and suddenly the floor gives away. You fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. So, like, I could take a whole bunch of damage and protect Shiro-san and all that. Let's just lead him. And then, yeah, there's another option if you were to do the side stuff. I think I've shown at least 2 endings. There's 4 endings to this mystery, by the way. I'm guessing one of them is probably in Timeline B, but, like, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if we can lead him out in time without having to... No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, man, Shiro died. Vines whip you, covering your exposed skin in deep lacerations. You cry in pain, dropping the body of Shiro-san. There's no way you'll be able to save him. With a heavy heart, you run, leaving the man you were supposed to protect behind. You know, I don't really mind, because I still got 30 experience, and I got +1 reason and stamina, so, like... I don't know, game. Doesn't seem that bad, just saying. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are hopeless. I believe that just that just makes certain enemy encounters greater, like the enemy that you can unlock, Miku, who we played last stream. So I can't bathe to heal. Okay. As good as it might seem like we're doing, we're actually about on par with the game. 60% doom after 3 mysteries. Health isn't looking the best. We're gonna do the mermaids, though. Macabre memoir of morbid mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He's collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. Now his mind has snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as materials. We're gonna equip the crowbar for this. But we might not use it, actually. We'll see. There's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. Another girl from your area has gone missing. Could there be anything connecting all these people? I should investigate downtown next. We'll do the seaside twice. I know investigating the seaside is kind of bad with my current state, but like, well, what's the worst that could happen? People point and talk about the man on the other side of the street. He looks confused. muttering to himself while occasionally touching a festering wound on his cheek. You stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantation. -2 reason. +3 stamina at the cost of 2 max stamina. Does it still raise Doom even though it's a stamina spell? We're not going to risk it. We're just going to get the reason back on that. And then Seaside one more time. I hope I'm not making a bad mistake here. Stop. This is a crime scene. You are halted by a sweaty police officer. Behind him, 2 other policemen are packing bags into something. Try to learn what happened. Luck check failure. You managed to catch a glimpse of a corpse with a crushed head. Blood and gore spilled everywhere on the sand. -2 reason. And then -1 reason. Okay, we're going to have to rest. Take a short nap on your bed. You sit on a couch and read your favorite book. Time flies by so fast, you prepare yourself to leave and continue your long investigation. We got some reason back, and then cigarettes increase your reason too, so... He doesn't have them. He doesn't have them again. Jeez, dog, you're killing me. Alright, we'll keep doing the investigation. Feeling like you're on the brink of losing your mind? You decide to visit your parents' old friend, Father Yasugi. Hey, kiddo, says the priest who's currently moving some boxes in and out of the church building. Could you lend me a hand? We got a lot of strength. Lift the heaviest box. Lifting the heaviest box, you feel your back cracking, but you manage to get it all over with relatively quickly. Afterwards, Father Yasugi invites you inside for a cup of hot tea and home-baked cookies made by one of the parishioners. You explain your situation to him. The priest listens, letting you vent all of your doubts and anxiety. +3 reason, -1 stamina. Don't care, that's pretty good. Because we need that reason. Asking around the neighborhood got you some results. Seems that all the girls attended the same school. Well, let's go to school. We're only 24 years old. This isn't creepy and weird. This door shouldn't be there. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Resist. You force yourself to leave the mysterious door behind. -2 stamina. Jeez, man. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. Check out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. Is this the +1 damage against human enemies? Wait, oh, because the amulet. Right. Okay. I can't equip the Stalker's mask. Never mind. Never mind. You find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming club itself and mermaids. I already know we're gonna lose points just for entering the school here. Nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotting fish guts everywhere and hung up countless fish heads. You cover your mouth as you slowly retreat. A vast flock of seagulls outside viciously attacks the windows. -1 stamina, -1 reason. Oh gosh, okay, we're in this though. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed with mermaids. Inside the science lab, you find a plan of the town's sewer system. Someone has marked a path leading from the sea, directly to the school building. Alright, time to take a little trip through the sewers. Seeing the 2 chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. Oh, they changed the image on this one. Interesting. I don't know if we have the knowledge to research the occult notes. Call the police? Charisma check. Success. Oh, we got money out of it. At the nearest Koban, you tell the officer about the gruesome discovery. The old policeman is grateful and gives you a small reward before disappearing inside to make a call. Resolve this event. There's something wrong here. A weird apathy seems to infect every adult you ask for help. You'll have to deal with it alone. I'm... like, 24 is not old, but I'm an adult. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. We got Survivor's Guild. Add +2% Doom at the end of a mystery. Nice. If we win this one, I'll be surprised. I think we're going to max out on Doom before we reach the ending of this attempt. But this makes me feel pretty confident that if we try playing on the hardest difficulty again, that we might make it. A weird bubbling sound lures you into the dark corner. On the floor, you find a swimsuit thrown over a grotesque leathery coil. Wait, that's not a coil. What is up with the drain swimmer? I still have no idea what's up with the drain swimmer. Ooh. Yeah, maybe I should have kept the shovel. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, she's probably gonna kill me this turn unless I can pull a miracle out. We could try dodging again. That worked really well last time. What did she do? Three stamina damage. I'll tell you what. Throw the shovel at her. Yeah, there we go. That'll get us out of here. Whew. Okay, we're in this still. Irezumi. Items in the shop are cheaper by 1 core strength. All combat moves deal an extra point of damage. Plus 3 stamina. Look at that. We're sticking with it. I don't have the shovel anymore, unfortunately, but that's okay. There's no turning back now. God, let's hope she's alright. Investigate the school. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet. It's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress. Her upper torso, at least. The tail of a fish has been crudely sewn in place of her legs. She was too weak and died. You hear the mad janitor say. He looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. So because we have In's Masu look, distract him becomes an option. I don't remember what this does. I hope it doesn't end with me dying. Mad janitor is stepping over the body when he suddenly stops, noticing your mutation. The gills. You are the one I've been looking for all my life. He falls on his knees and raises hands, not noticing a movement behind him. The girl suddenly springs to life. With a deafening shriek, she jumps on the hypnotized janitor and starts choking him. His last words chill you to your bone. The sea will claim you back. Pass out. Police officers find you a few hours later. No trace of the man janitor is found, but you will sleep a little better tonight knowing that the other students are safe. Words of the janitor echo in your head. Now you can't help but shudder hearing the sound of waves crashing on the beach, and the sounds of something coming out of the water. Macabre Memoir of Morbid Mermaids, ending D. In's Masu curse, the sea will claim you back. Yeah, probably. And -2 doom, +2 doom because of Survivor's Guilt. Nice, thank God we have Survivor's Guilt. What? I sworn it was Monday, not Tuesday, right? +5% doom, you're kidding me. Okay, we're going to lose to doom. I don't think there is a single way to remove our doom at this point, unless we get extremely lucky with some events. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Take the key. Can't heal at the tub. We still have the forest tapes, at least. I doubt... Yeah, there's probably still not fixed. So we can't do anything with them. Phone, as far as I'm aware, still does nothing. We got one investigation left. Let's just go. Let's just go for it. Curious case of a contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients up only end up falling asleep into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people? And how did this strange illness start? Investigate the village location twice to complete this quest. I know that results in a boss battle. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you lose reason if you don't get that ending. But since we're looking at a Doom failure anyways, let's just go for it the normal way. Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. I can't even risk going to the dog for more cigarettes. This ended up going pretty well, I'd say. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You better hurry out of here. Okay. As a part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their works filled you with dread. Or it's just gonna kill me with reason right here at the end. You've got their name and address. Let's get out of here. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. You just need to sign here. Hell yeah, let's just go for it. Luck check, success! Later, you wake up in a surgical ward. There's no sign of the doctor, but you feel healthier and notice that one of your wounds is gone without a trace. You can select one injury status and heal it for free. Does that include Survivor's Guilt? No, of course not, because it's a curse. And we actually can't get rid of Hasty Aid because Hasty Aid is not actually an injury. It's the precursor to an injury, so this was completely useless. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. Our master is coming, and we can all bask in its glory. Oh, he's just +3 Doom right here at the end. This is how it's gonna go. We're gonna lose to this guy. Ah, hell no. Oh, but my combat actions are so fucking long because of, yeah, we're gonna lose to Doom at this point. There's no way around it. What did we get? Exposed ribs? Oh, you know? Might as well be exposed ribs. Can we kill him before the Doom counter goes at least? We can. At least we can say we took him out. Describing a certain... Oh. That man dabbled in magic. You found a journal describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. Seems that he tried to contact an entity from the dream realms. Yikes. Yeah, I was really lucky at the beginning, but the run is turning sour super fast. That's okay, though. It's part of the fun. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Either way, I think we lose a stat, so... You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. Feels like it goes that way most of the time, lol. Hell yeah, it does. Hell yeah, it does. It's very heavily inspired from the tabletop game Call of Cthulhu, which is a tabletop game that you're not supposed to win. In fact, I think no one's ever actually won a round of Call of Cthulhu. Quarantine wing is guarded closely. You must find a way to sneak through. Okay. Don't mind me, I got exposed ribs. I look like I belong here. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. Luck check, success. The elevator's door is open, revealing a hospital corridor. Phew! There it is. Let's hope you find an answer here. Well, unfortunately, this is probably where we die. You managed to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reach the quarantine ring, where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. We can't do the other thing because we didn't investigate the village, so let's just investigate. Oh yeah, there it is. The complete silence of this place hits you when you reach one of the beds. All the patients are dead. -3 reason. But I think we can level up Cheez-It, actually. Shaken, you sneak out of the hospital. One thing is certain, though. With no sick people left alive, it's the end of this weird illness. Ending B. -2% Doom, +2% Doom, because we got Survivor's Guilt. Out of any curse we could have gotten, it's hilarious that we got Survivor's Guilt, I'd say. Let's continue. And let's pick CQC training, folklore stuff. It doesn't matter at this point. It does not matter at this point. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in an unnatural, eerie green glow. Look at that, though. All things considered, I got 5 out of 5 keys, and we're gonna go to the lighthouse at least. Now, we're at 98% Doom with no stats, but we almost, on our first attempt, got the hardest difficulty clear. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Well, let's open up those doors. Let's go inside. Finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you 2 things, that whoever, or whatever, is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far as and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these. Well, there's nothing else to do but to climb. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. Thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Oh no! Oh no, we're at 0 reason. You decide to brave the veil. Finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. So close. You know what? Fantastic practice round, though. I'm okay with that. That encounter was the final straw. Your mind is snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made the horrors disappear. You've perished. But we did get one new achievement, which is an unlockable new character that we'll play. Look at that, though. True Believer doesn't mess around. I was really trying there, and I just barely almost got it. But let's relax with a more easy playthrough now. So we're going to do customized playthrough. I'm still not sure. I'm guessing that's clicked. It just seems kind of bugged. I don't know. I don't know. Are you going to try the new character? Yes, we are. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. Rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the world aeons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city, and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. There she is, so... I love her little voice clip. Let's hear that again. That's fun. We unlocked Moriko. Ignoring her father's warnings, she decided to hunt the monster killing the animals to protect this forest and, unknowingly, save the world. She starts with her father's shotgun, which is a really cool item that I haven't actually gotten good at using. I'm not good at this character, but I like playing as her. Ill-fated. You were born under a bad moon. All event skill checks automatically fail. So this backstory is a pain in the ass, but we're going in backstory order because unlocking this backstory and finishing the game gets you another backstory. So we have to do it. I'm forcing myself to. This is gonna suck. Just saying it now. We're playing on cultist difficulty, which is like the medium mode now. And I don't really have a preference. I'd like to unlock some of the new old gods. There are other old gods in this game. I haven't unlocked a single one yet. Let's do let's do Kathak Atarasu. I don't do him enough because I don't like spiders. Kathak Atarasu is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Stop it before it devours us all. Spiders are evil, it's a fact. Oh my god, wait. We already started with a level up. You were born under a bad moon. All event skill checks automatically fail. Oh, you know what? I think she starts with a level up because, yeah, you probably want to get one of her perks. Also, I think it's because... Oh, no. I don't know. Just started with one. Firearm melee attacks are 20% faster is incredible because we have the old shotgun, and without bullets for the old shotgun, we're just going to be butting people with it. We're going to be gun meleeing a lot until we can get some bullets for it. We have 2, actually. But you want to try and save those. And I know she has a perk that gets you more bullets at the end of each investigation, which is super useful to have. But we'll start with the plus strength. Because, yeah, this is... Oh, it's a perception weapon. Whoops. I mean, plus strength ain't bad, though. We'll equip it, and we got deft handling, so we are going to hit faster with the shotgun, which is nice. Load, because I like my layout. Check your mailbox. It's empty. Library notes, not bad. We'll sell that for some extra funds. Check outside. Is it going to rain? Check outside. There she is again. Guest appearance from Sosa. So she has a couple outfits, but my favorite outfit of hers... Oh, we have to unlock it, it looks like. So we're missing my favorite outfit of hers, which is Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series. But she has a lot of cool ones, so let's just pick... I'm kind of feeling the snow jacket. Let's go with the snow jacket and scarf. Get some extra EXP from bathing. And let's see what we got. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. Mark down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Gonna use a quick restroom break. Alright, thought I saw like a weird thing in the sink crawl away, but I must be hallucinating, right? What mysteries do we have? Worm. Spine-chilling story of school scissors, found footage, contagious coma, crimson crepe, and the bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. It's always worms, honestly. So, we'll start with the cape. I hate this one, so let's just get it out of the way. This one's really not a fun mystery to investigate. A new game is spreading amongst your friends. Among you. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. So you gotta gather gossip at the schoolyard for this one, which is fun, but it's also kind of luck-based. Also, this isn't a thing I've shown off too often. The schoolyard is where you can go to get allies to join you. It's one of the easiest way to get companions, except that the companions in the schoolyard sometimes suck, and occasionally come with negative bonuses to your stats. I'm not even making that up, but let's ask about gossip. Have you heard about this computer program that... How did you do on your English exam? She hasn't come to school since last week. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. It's luck-based too, whether or not they give you what you need about Akamanto. How'd you do on your English exam? If Ooh didn't make those drawings, then who did? I keep hearing wailing sounds coming from the 3rd stall in the girls' bathroom. Oh, it's just Moaning Myrtle. How did you do on your... Stop asking me about my English exam. God damn, I failed it. How did you do... Oh my god, no. What is wrong with you? Have you heard about this computer? Okay, we're gonna do this one more time, and then I'm just gonna fucking say whatever. Oh, thank god. When Akamanto asks which paper you want, you must refuse everything. Need to investigate the English exam. Inexplicably erroneous English exam, the inexplicably explicable, fuck it, we learned. You must refuse everything, because apparently you can't just do that on your own. You have to hear some dude in the schoolyard tell you to refuse everything. You've heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees that you can't take anything the man offers you, though. Okay, fair enough. While we're here, let's shop for items real quick. I'm thinking, what if we just tried a cigarette max now since I have the funds for it? It would be funny. Restock. Okay, more cigarettes. And then just one more. And there we go. We're gonna bust out an achievement right here. You fear you can get used to it. New achievement unlocked. We have 37 cigarettes on hand. So our combat actions for a while should be pretty fast. Because the combat multiplier is really useful on that. I think the item unlock for having 30 cigarettes is just another pack of cigarettes that, like, gives you more reason. Like, it's just a slightly better cigarette pack, if I remember correctly. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses, and he intends to complete the dangerous dare. Oh, we better go stop him. You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Look for a first aid kit. Knowledge check. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna fail every check. So I need to think hard about these and remember what the best outcome can be, given that we're gonna fail every single check because of our backstory. You can't find the first aid kit anywhere. Could it have been moved somewhere else? So now it's really about my knowledge of the game and mitigation. You've reported it to your principal, who promises he will take care of it. With your friends safe for now, you should look into the legend. Maybe records in the city's library make a mention of Akamanto. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of Ooh Park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. That's great, I don't have any spells. You read a story about a vengeful samurai, known for wearing a crimson red cape. It's an interesting find for sure, but you need more information. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. Check out the masks, because you only ever get a mask for checking out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. Got the Karukosa mask. Faster spiritual actions. Fair enough. Oh my god. She walks up to you with a shotgun and says, "Hey, I'm here to kill demons. Do you trust her?" I would. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. Spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Let her sleep. That's the only thing we can do. You abandon the idea of stealing the patient's document. It'll hamper your investigation for sure, but a well-rested nurse means a safer hospital. Plus 2% Doom. We are running a lot of Doom already, but we'll be able to knock a lot of that down because we aren't suffering from a bunch of curses right now. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all the records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come from school today, and another body has been supposedly found. God damn it, Akamanto. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside, an old anatomy model, its heart beating. The sight almost makes you sick. Resolve the event. Is it like a plastic anatomy heart? Because I wouldn't be too freaked out. That'd be kind of cool. I'd think someone's fucking with me. The principal has ordered the school to be closed down for the investigation. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack nearby. Take her home. -2 stamina, plus 10 EXP. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. You break the window and get inside the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there. I read the cursed toilet, and immediately the words "skibbity toilet" hit my brain like a fucking mag truck. We gotta go shoot Skibbity Toilet, guys. We're gonna finally kill it. We're gonna put it... Don't ... me in the chat. We're gonna put it to rest. We're gonna kill it. This door shouldn't be there. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Well, resisting would just be futile anyways. Let's enter. Slowly, you enter the unknown. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. So what sucks is that we're gonna fail any of these that we pick. Parasitic stars looming over the dying civilization. Is this the fate of our planet as well? Dig through the sand? Luck check failure. Digging beneath a stone pillar, you unearth a chest. Inside, you find a rotting human head. -3 reason. I'll take that, that's fine. There's no turning back now. You step into the last stall and close the door behind you. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips on the tiles. Squeak, squeak. I thought it was more like splurgy, like toilet noises. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. Squish, squeak. The door slowly opens. Masked man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I don't want anything from you. Bro is flabbergasted right now. He has no idea what's happening. It's getting darker. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes their mask off as stall walls wither and rot, and reality starts to crumble. Akamanto true form. So we have the shotgun. I'm wondering, oh my god, we can just blast him for 15 damage. That's what I'm about. I don't want to miss the second shot, so how about we blast him and then... Oh, can we? Oh, we can. And then we can ensure that this attack hits for more damage. Ringing ears don't matter. It only matters until the end of your investigation. So let's just blast him and get this over with. I do not care. That boss sucks. Also, if you don't get the intel, the gossip from the school kids, you either lose 4 stamina or 4 reason, I believe. Red is stamina, blue is reason. And then you have to fight him anyways, on top of him just doing a lot of pre-damage to you. When you wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet, thinking it was all a dream. You stand up, only to hear a crack from under your shoe. There lies a broken crimson mask. Akamanto might return one day, but now you know that the ancient horrors can be defeated. 30 experience, minus doom, not bad. Not bad at all. I think you get his mask if you don't do that ending, though. So if you want his mask for whatever reason, do the normal endings. Oh, ammo stash is what I wanted. Too bad we just finished that mystery. And then we got Daddy's Girl, which is regain 2 stamina at the end of each mystery. That's nice, but ammo stash is really, really, really nice. Because now we can get bullets after each investigation. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in an unnatural green glow. Oh my god, spells have gone up, because I use spells all the time. Beside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Anyone out there? No, it doesn't look like it. Get some of our health back. Check outside. I wonder if the story about her being in the woods... No. Very shocked by what she did. Her voice was always so calm. What did she do? Did she do it for the vine? Let's see what we got here. We got Curious Case of a Contagious Coma, Beckoning Bulletin, Found Footage, and School Scissors. Since 3 of them end in boss battles, let's do the one that doesn't so we can get bullets back with our perk. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the first anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about the local folklore. Maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in the school newspaper? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do the mansion thing again. I'm going to regret it. Maybe. Carefully enter the biology classroom. The room seems empty at first, until you switch the lights on. You gasp in horror. Lying in a pool of blood is one of the teachers, with a fruit knife in their hand. There's a jar of formaldehyde on the nearest table. Mesmerized by the spiral pattern on the sea creature's skin, you step over the dead body and come closer. And then the voices start. Oh no, not the forgotten specimen. Oh my god, we can already hit 5 times at 4 damage each with 90% chance to hit. We're pretty solid on this one. We got the lump of flesh for fighting him, which is an item. And it definitely will give you plus 5 stamina at the cost of a status. We're going to sell it. Eating it is fun, though. You definitely get a fun perk from it. But we'll do that next time. Notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. Getting closer, you can't help but notice a large number of trees have suddenly died. What happened here? Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone, or something, tore out his throat. Steal his gun. You won't be needing it, for sure, but you still feel bad about stealing it from a corpse. So I did that to get bullets. Fun fact, bullets are universal. Every gun in this game takes the same caliber, which is very accurate to real life. We're going to hold on to the gun just so I can toss it at an enemy for extra damage. Everything in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. Feeling hungry, you've entered a small local restaurant and ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? We're gonna fail everything we do, so no way we're gonna eat that. The smell of the dish almost makes you sick, and you run out of the ghastly restaurant. -1 stamina. Looking back one last time, you continue deeper into the woods. Oh boy, time to check every tile. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and, by the looks of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Now let's check failure. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it'll take you some time before you pick up the trail again. +2% doom. Keep making our way. You discover a giant plush toy half buried in a ditch. Feeling uneasy, you take a step back, but it's already too late. Not the Dream Eater again, oh. It's actually kind of cute the more I look at it. Except for the blood around its mouth, that's kind of messed up. Took it out really fast, by the way. We're not even using bullets, we're just kind of butting everything with our gun. Just kind of flailing it around. Sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's wall. You wonder what it could all mean. Same. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. Luck check failure. +5 doom, gosh. You topple the evil-looking statue. Nothing seems to happen, but you have a terrible feeling about it. I should have just gone with the other option. Trees overhead block the sunlight, and you begin to feel gloomy. -2 reason. In the forest, you hear a faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. We're gonna fail either check, but I'm never not helping the dog. Luck check failure. You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes on your hand. -2 stamina. I don't care. I'll never not free the dog. Hey, we found it. The rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at a large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. Then, you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. Peek inside. You kneel down and lean forward to see what's inside the hole. It takes a while to process what you're looking at. It's a gigantic eye, staring right at you. Hypnotized, you continue to lean in, feeling weaker and weaker as the gargantuan beast lures you in. Lose consciousness. At the very last moment, a suspicious tall man grabs you by the collar. He explains he is a part of a cult protecting the house and the mysterious entity below it. You've got a bigger purpose than to die here, he says before knocking you out. You wake up a few hours later on a bus heading back to town. -3% doom though, and we got a bullet out of that. Nice. The imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer with each day. Lighthouse gets an additional floor. That's okay. Go bathe, get our health back. Next investigation. We're looking at couple. We can do the coma one. Or we can do bulletin. I'm gonna save scissors for last, I think. Curious case of a contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients only end up falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people? And how did this strange illness start? Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. But we're going to investigate the village twice this time. You stand in the middle of a field, frozen in terror. A rip in reality shows the horrible future of our planet. Seeing the familiar figure looking back at you, you can't help but wonder if it's our world that's just an illusion. Well, we have to enter it, because if we fail the other one, we'd enter anyways and lose our stamina/reason. You and the figure get closer to the portal, ready to swap places. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. Hey, look at this guy. If you get the... Okay, so if you do abnormal arms, get the small key, go to the school, use the small key to get the chalice, use the chalice right here, and then you drink it. Deserted temples overlook the giant corpses of the forgotten beasts. With no priests to harvest it, their blood is slowly flooding the valley. Let's start climbing the temple. Spend what feels like days climbing the stone blocks. Reaching the top, you are rewarded with an impossible vista of countless pyramids and beings too big to comprehend. Something in you breaks. -3 reason, +3 stamina. That's not an awful trade. Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. We got Stalker. Someone is following you. Human enemies get more powerful effect stacks. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could that be? Oh, we gotta investigate the village again. I almost completely didn't do the side objective. You try to lose the masked man who's been following you the whole morning. You eventually find yourself in a dead end. Looking for a way out, you hear a branch snapping behind you. Oh no, not the cult delinquent. How much does our gun do? 15? Or, let's see, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yeah, he only is going to do 1 stamina damage. No biggie. Yeah, we're fine. Just whap him upside the head. And we got a level up. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. The Dust of Seeing. Very important item. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. Sets enemy power to 0. Nice. Art knowledge, dexterity. Oh, you know, we want plus perception. And I should probably regain my reason, but let's just go with more perception. Just max that shit up so that we have a really powerful gun. Let's go figure out who this patient 0 is. Someone taps you on your back. Sorry, is the bus still running? I'm so late for a meeting, the boss is going to kill me. Startled, you quickly turn around, shocked by what you see there. Not the tapeworm salaryman again, this guy stinks. We can almost do 6 attacks, that's hilarious. What's the accuracy on it now? Oh, 107, yeah. So we're fine for combat encounters, now it's just about getting to the end. You need to sneak into the hospital and borrow the information about patient 0. The investigation has taken a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Plus 4% doom. Got their name and address. Let's get out of here. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens, the police had them committed. They're mumbling something quietly as you pass by. Charisma check failure. You try reasoning with them to tell you what really happened, but it doesn't work. It takes 2 nurses to calm them down after they've roughed you up. -2 stamina. Patient 0's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package, but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach, which is why we're going to ignore it. You leave at the next station in a hurry, hoping to forget the package as soon as possible. -1 stamina. That man dabbled in magic. You found a journal, describing a certain village and instructions for a ritual summoning. Seems that he tried to contact an entity from the dream realms. Let's investigate downtown. Putting your hand in that hole was a bad idea. Seeing the big spider escape, you hope it wasn't poisonous, plus injury. Hopefully it'll go away on its own. We should probably treat that bite, but I don't have the money for it, and I don't have items to sell. I hope it doesn't get too bad. The quarantine wing is guarded closely. You must find a way to sneak through. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. Elevator doors open, revealing a black mass of eyes and teeth pouring into the elevator, biting and suffocating you. Later, you wake up in a doctor's office. A nurse discovered you lying unconscious on the elevator floor. Oh man, I hope this boss doesn't do reason damage. Uh-oh. There it is. Let's hope you find an answer here. You've managed to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reached the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Use the Dust of Seeing. Following the old man's advice, you throw the Dust of Seeing in the air. It reveals weird, elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. The creature causing the contagious coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. So the Dream Devourer. We have a couple options here. There's actually, if I remember correctly, at least I thought there was a way to unplug or to basically sack the... There it is. Unplug life support. You can unplug the guy that this monster is feeding off of, which is kind of horrible. I don't personally want to do that to him. But we can fire off 2 rounds and then probably land an extra hit. That's not going to be enough to kill it in 1 round, but it's pretty solid. Tries to swallow you whole. Oh gosh. And then we just hit it with a really good, or... I don't want to risk it too hard. Let's just go for 4 basic attacks. Nice. Easy peasy. Creature's severed body falls on the floor and starts melting, slowly. The remaining part slithers back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You manage to catch a glimpse of the other side. The sight of the other side makes you fall to your knees. It wasn't the creature's body that you managed to cut off. It was merely a finger. Shaken, you sneak out of the hospital. One thing is certain, though. It's the end of this weird illness. Hospital is now safe, 30 experience, a bunch of benefits. We got a bullet out of that, which is nice. With more and more students going missing, the police have restricted access to the school's building. Okay, that's fair. I didn't need to go in there anyway. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Heal up, because we're very low on reason now. We're doing great on our other stats, at least. Just need more reason. We can do beckoning bulletin, or we can do school scissors. Let's do school scissors, just to get it out of the way. Spine-chilling story of school scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? So access your storage so you can get the friend's diary. You have to do that every time for this mission. And go to the lockers. I believe it's... That one has the baseball bat, which we're going to immediately sell for some money. And explore. You enter the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. Sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors is opened on its own. Escape the bathroom? You might be paranoid, but there's no way you're going to risk an encounter with a ghost here. It's dangerous here. Reason penalty increased. -1. Ah. I feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. We're going to level up soon, so we should be fine. Oh, no, not the park guest. This is so goofy. It still doesn't do anything. He just pops up at the window and goes, That's pretty close to the noise. Yeah, there we go. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left in the pool. You must hurry and find it. But first, who's outside today? Nosferatu. Keep exploring. Oh, the wound got infected. Oh, jeez. I was just trying to see the thing I have. -1 dexterity, -1 perception. That sucks. Thankfully, it's not enough to stop me from doing a lot of damage. Actually, we're just going to one-tap this dude. Or not one-tap, but we're going to one-combat round him. See, what do we got? We do got Daddy's little girl, which could be useful here. We'll go with... Yeah, you know what? You never know. We'll do that in +4 reason. You found blessed chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in your ritual. You copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it'll be enough. Needs to be upside down star and that weird thing. That... Oh, wow, it's that easy, huh? Cool, okay. Keep exploring. Tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Decline. Oh. She suddenly grabs your hand. Oh, I insist. What's this do? Oh, we can't do that one, I guess. Help her. Luck check failure. The creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty, old biological specimens. The rancid smell of formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? -2 stamina. Sound of scissors getting closer. You must hurry. Keep exploring the school for those candles. Even though we were in the middle of school and the scissors were getting closer, feeling like you're on the brink of losing your mind, you decide to visit your parents' old friend, Father Yasugi. Hey kiddo, says the priest who's currently moving some boxes in and out of the church building. Could you lend me a hand? Don't overwork yourself. You only pick up the smallest boxes, but the whole thing takes more time than you expected. Afterwards, Father Yasugi invites you inside for a cup of hot tea and home-baked cookies made by one of the parishioners. You explain your situation to him. The priest listens, letting you vent all of your doubts and anxiety. +3 reason, +2% doom. That's okay. You found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. Perform that ritual. Wait, what's that? Ah, no! It's the tapping tapper. You take a step back as the writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Prepare for combat. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Okay, let's see. So, we probably couldn't do it in one turn. No. Or could we? 6, 12, 18, no. Well, I mean, if we blasted her with the gun, we probably could. So that's 15, 19, 23, 24. As long as the gunshot hits, we've got this. Yeah! Easy peasy. Yeah, the shotgun is really good if you can get it to work, actually. Shoot. It's great for boss killing. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. Find your friend, bravely wounded but alive. You help him up and both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Scissors Woman is gone for good. Or is she? You shudder, knowing the urban legend will inspire another kid in another city to try and summon the Eldritch Being. Got a lot of experience, plus more for being thorough. Doom went down. Got a lot of positives from that. And we got 1 bullet back, which is just enough. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be the radio mast failure. Cool. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Go bathe the last time. Got some reason back. Yeah, our reason's back up to a, like, actually playable level. So I'm happy we picked Daddy's Girl on that one. Start a new mystery. Only one left. The Beckoning Bulletin. Bloody brief of a Beckoning Bulletin. As the decades roll on, technology has only developed further. These days, computer bulletin board software allows computers to communicate over phone lines. Future! All it takes is a computer and a modem, and anybody can connect to a bulletin system or even host one of their own. Once you connect, you can read all the messages on that bulletin, and even post your own to start a conversation. Many use them to share files or to chat about their favorite topics. Everything from video games to sports to idol culture. But in the wake of a sudden string of weird suicides, things aren't all fun and games. Rumors have surfaced that the deaths are linked to a bulletin system operated from somewhere within Shiokawa. What is behind the suicides? How could so many people all be driven to take their own lives? Start investigating this mystery. This mystery has one of my favorite combat musics, honestly. It's really cool. And I like that each investigation has a separate song plus combat variant of that song. It's really cool. Again, almost a little Fire Emblem inspired, I'd say. Even if the rumored bulletin system's phone number is found, there is no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that'll work? I'm not going to go for this. I realize the only ending I have is for doing the optional stuff. So we're just going to do this normally and pray for the best. The pool is empty at this hour. It's dark, but you can swear something suddenly moved under the surface of the water. Turn on the lights. You turn on the lights. Luckily for you, no horrors lurk in the water. Plus one reason. While the school's library computer doesn't have a modem, you happen to bump into a member of the computer club while asking around. She apparently just got a new system and is willing to let you borrow hers. Thanking her, you arrange to meet her at her home in the city. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful? Let's just have a chat. Oh yeah, that's right, I fail everything. Thank God we failed, though, I guess. It's certainly nice to meet an old friend after so many years, but you don't learn anything important. Plus one reason. Yeah, I run this cool forum. It's called isbigfootreal.web. It's gonna take off, I swear. You lug the cardboard box of PC parts up to your apartment stairs. Teeth clenched. What's the plan exactly when you fail everything? To try to pick the best options that don't result. Yeah, you can still win like this. We're actually doing fantastic. We're at 4 keys. Our stats are okay. You just got to remember the events and know that some outcomes don't result in a negative, or some outcomes are a better negative than failing the other outcome. This is definitely a backstory that requires you to have knowledge of the game before going into it. You lug the cardboard box full of PC parts up to your apartment stairs. Teeth clenched as you heave it up one step at a time. God damn, are you computers heavy? I'll listen. Heck yeah, they are. We might not need to get another thing of cigarettes. We might be able to win this mystery before buying them. You wonder what kind of animal the spider caught in its web. You scare away the annoyed predator and rip open the cocoon to reveal a human finger. -2 reason, plus 1 item. You know, the nice ring is good because we can get 2 funds like immediately off of it. Let's go to the dog, actually. Let's see if we can't buy... Man, what I'd like to do is go to the hardware store and buy the chainsaw. Because that'd be hilarious. And it's also an achievement to get a chainsaw kill with her. But... yeah, let's see if it's there. Carpenter Hander, need Yakuza card. We'll run it one more time. Nah, I was really hoping it would show up. We're gonna go to the dog, though, and buy, stuff in a second. I think I did the wrong thing. Stop right there! You hear a voice coming from behind you. You won't destroy my life's work, criminal scum. Obsessed man. Oh, this will be an easy fight. Look at that. Easy peasy. He didn't even stand a chance. That also wasn't where we're supposed to investigate. What's he obsessed with? Stopping criminal scum, of course. Well, shoot, we don't need anything but cigarettes. That was a waste. I guess we'll just go with the withdrawals and see how that works. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there! Well, we're gonna have to get closer. Dexterity check failure. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the whole time. A neighbor calls the police and the attacker escapes from your apartment building. -2 reason. Alright, one more check for cigarettes. God dang it, dog. Just sell me the cigarettes. What the actual fuck? We're gonna struggle on this boss. It's just inevitable. Hoping to find a lead, you head to the hospital. With how many deaths there have been, the hospital's in chaos. The staff looks exhausted. When the receptionist lets her head down onto the desk for a minute, you slip out of the waiting room and into the corridors. Does the neighbor save you every time there? I was wondering if the guy would break in that time. I swear I remember the event ending differently with you having to fight that intruder. But I'm wondering if it was changed. It seems like the neighbor saves every time, though. Walking through the hospital corridor, you were stopped by an older man with a cast on his leg. Can you help me get down these stairs? Yeah, let's help the man. Dexterity check failure, of course. You struggle to help the man, but you both fall down the stairs. The man's cast breaks, and you scream. Underneath the cast, there's a seething sore frothing with green bubbles. The man smiles, his smile way too wide for his face. -2 stamina. He's got fungus foot. Jesus, if I saw a witch's cauldron bubbling green outside of a man's leg, I'd probably just give up. You overhear two nurses talking about a girl whose suicide attempt failed. Apparently, she's recovering at her grandparents' home at the village outskirts. You exit the hospital and make your way to the nearest bus stop. They say a ghost of a heartbroken boy appears on this street at night. Is it just an urban legend, or is there some truth to the tale? You plan to wait the entire night, observing the spot where the ghost would appear, but you fall asleep. You wake up on a cold bench, your entire body aching badly. Oh, man. The seasonal floods have closed many of the roads. You wasted a lot of time in looking for a safe path, minus 3% doom. We're gonna lose to doom again, it's just gonna happen because I kept checking those stores. When you find the girl's house, her grandparents greet you solemnly. They thank you for your effort to stop the death. Forgive her, her grandfather says as he leads you to her bedroom. She's a kind girl. Something has happened to her. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. Two menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the old ones? Serve what? Masked men are visibly puzzled. Sorry to bother you, says one, and they disappear around a corner. What was that all about? We gotta level up. Swordsman, dexterity. Well, none of these stats actually matter at this point, so luck, because why not? The recovering girl is more than happy to not only confirm the Wolton's existence, but to give you its number. You have to do what it tells you. Trust me, you won't regret a thing. She beams at you as her grandmother struggles to make her swallow the pain medication. I'll be back to join you all soon. Wait for me, okay? Disquieted, you give the grandparents your phone number and hastily leave. In an otherwise bleak village, the look of the most beautiful flower patch surprises you. As you get closer to compliment the gardener, you stop, hearing weird sniffling sounds. Yeah, it's the sniffer again. Yeah, our combat actions are a lot, larger now, I guess is the way to put it. We can still make it out of these situations, but it's gonna be real touch and go on that final boss. Maybe the shovel will help, actually. We can throw that at the boss here. As soon as you arrive home, you dial the number and put the handset onto the modem. Your heart pounds as the computer fans exhale. The system hums. You hear a brief dial tone, and then it finally connects. Oh, I see. They moved the text from the screen to down here. That was really smart, I think. It used to be that this text would appear on the screen really slowly. Welcome home. Did you like it so far? No. Oh, okay. This is still like that, though, I guess. It's okay. You don't have to be ready yet. Everyone will wait for you. Continue. Yeah, this was probably the best bet. Just not risk the fight. Your connection suddenly cuts off. When you attempt to reconnect, you find that your number has been blocked from accessing the bulletin. Dejected, you solemnly pack up the computer to give it back. However, when you arrive back at the computer club, you find a note on the door. See you all soon! Oh no! You soon learn that the club's members leaped in front of a train. Holding hands, with little other choice, you sell off the computer. The guilt weighing on you all the while. Minus 3 reason, plus 5% due, plus 3 funds. We should have fought it, maybe. That's a really close doom counter, but I think we can pull this off. You find the bulletin's number in the phone book, but when you arrive at the address, you find the place nearby empty. The bulletin was moved out of desperation. Police began confiscating modems and banning students for computer use. Despite this, the suicides only seem to grow faster. Well, yeah, if you have the police do something like that, everyone's just going to say, no, I want my computer. I want to see the thing. They spread even further beyond Shiokawa, too. Your guts twist into knots every time you pass by the computer club door. Experience, minus doom. I mean, still, you know, we can still do this. Friendly dog disappeared, but we don't even get to go to the store anymore. Take the key. Get our reason back. Alright, this is going to be a mad dash to the top, but I bet we can do it. Did the lighthouse grow on this run? It did, didn't it? Okay, 6 floors. We can still pull this off. Open all of those keys and enter the lighthouse. So if we fail every check, we could still potentially lose just from not having anything. We'll see. It depends on what we get as we climb the lighthouse. Following the winding staircase, you are stop. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking photos focused on you. The photos include the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong, but you can't precisely say what. Select the second enemy you fought this run. So I think we did Akamanto first, followed by, I want to say the Dream Eater. Wrong answer. Oh, well, I thought it was the Dream Eater. Haha, uh-oh, that might have been the first enemy. Your head starts to hurt. Is everything just something you've imagined? Plus 5% doom. It's over. This run's also over, unfortunately. But we got close. Following the winding staircase, you were stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Yeah, let's grab it. Not enough knowledge, minus 3 stamina. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. The cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water, but to power the gate, you'll need to disconnect it. You're surprised at how much effort it takes to disconnect the faulty plug. As you force it, the weird goo burns your fingers. Finally, you manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. Unfortunately, oh my god, this ending is horrifying. Kathaka Tarasu is free once again. The invisible strands of the spiderweb slowly cover the entire city, entrapping everyone, including you. Wrapped in a cocoon, suspended in a near-death state, you will await days, months, or maybe years until it's finally your turn to be eaten. Ah, well. We did get 4 new achievements, though, in that run. Holy crap, I did not expect to get 4 of them. I'll take it. I'll take a loss even if it's 4 achievements. We are still playing more tonight, though, so no worries there. What achievements did we? We got this one. Yeah, which unlocks the foreign cigarettes. Foreign cigarettes are just slightly better. What else did we get? Anything good? Meet your other neighbor? No. Map. It's really hard to tell, actually. It looks like we got the one for History 4, which unlocks the school nurse. Okay. And defeat a human enemy in 1 combat round. We got Blood Frenzy, so we got a couple cool things. Like I said, I'll take it. We're going to try another run as her, and then I think we'll do challenge mode after this next run. Mess around with challenge mode for a bit. Seems like a fun time. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth aeons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in the realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. So yeah, we'll go for Mariko again. And we're gonna go for this backstory because we can do it. But I'm gonna switch to Timeline B, because we haven't played Timeline B in a bit. Why not? And for the god, I haven't done Goizo in a bit. I love his name too, Goizo. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through reflective glass. The glimpses behind your reflections are just the beginning of a real nightmare. Resting at home raises Dune. How can you be afraid of something called Goizo? Exactly, it's like, oh god, here comes Goizo. Alright, we got ill-fated, but we're gonna win this time. Not a bad one to start with. Plus perception. Actually, look at this. We can immediately get +2 perception for better gun use. And art knowledge comes in handy sometimes. He probably cursed me for saying that. I'm doomed. Just block every reflection, including the eyeballs of people, the sheen on plastic, and you'll be safe. Just no more reflections for the rest of your life. Goizo can't find you. I'm rooting for you. We did unlock the school nurse, and like, you need the schoolyard for Akamanto. You don't need the library. So how about we swap out the library for the school nurse? She does treat minor injuries for free, which is nice. That's better than the hospital. I'm pretty sure there's a downside to it. You check your mailbox. It's empty. I would hope so. Gain a random spell at the cost of some reason. You know what? Yeah. Seal of Bromel. +1 knowledge. Discard on use at the cost of 4 reason. We're gonna fail every check anyway, so that ended up just being a waste. But look, we're back up at stats. At max stats, at least. Oh, we unlocked an... Oh, okay, I guess somehow we unlocked the G outfit for her. This is the Ash Williams. This is the Evil Dead outfit. This is my favorite outfit to wear on her, because I love Evil Dead 2. It's one of my favorite Halloween spooky movies. So now that we're wearing Hail to the King, it's time to kick some ass. Groovy. What do we got today? Inexplicable and morbid events have... I already see Shiro-chan's face. I've been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So we got Fear Festival, Botanist, Crimson Cape, Contagious Coma, Beckoning Bulletin. You know what? We're gonna do the ending where you save Shiro-chan this time. Why not? Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he? Why would he need so much fertilizer? He's eating all of it. He's just like shoveling it down his throat, probably. That's such a weird sentence. Yeah, why is he getting so much fertilizer? I wonder what you get as Moriko when you prepare. I don't think I've done prepare on every character. Is there anything useful even left? My husband is missing. Must be the fertilizer. Oh, I told him to go buy it at Discount Fertilizer, but he had to go to Green Thumb. You rummage through your belongings, trying to find anything that will help you. You finally pick up Blessed Shell. Hopefully, it'll be enough. We got the Blessed Shell. Use in combat. +1 ammo, +5% doom, +10 shoot damage for the duration of combat. Oh, that's actually really cool. I don't know why... If it's blessed, does it really have to do 5... I guess it's blessed with a curse, not like a holy thing, but... Interesting. I've loaded it with Mom's silver jewelry. Moriko, you card, you. Yeah, so we're going for the Save Shiro-san ending. We don't need to do the side objective here. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Take her home. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. +10 EXP, -2 stamina. Not a bad trade-off. Shiro-san has been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it for you. Always comes back to the dirt, man. Wants dirt. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He steps in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Well, we're gonna fail any check since of our backstory, so let's just do nothing. Try to convince yourself that everything is alright, and you lose your appetite. -1 stamina. It's just a dork. It's just an dweebus playing D&D. Don't worry about it, Moriko. Well, the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid. You think you can make out the address. At least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. I just realized, let's check for the chainsaw again while we're here. I think it's here. I hope you don't need the Yakuza card for it. Monkey wrench, crowbar. Yeah, I only really need the chainsaw, but I guess I don't remember where it comes from. I thought it would have been the hardware store. That makes the most sense. Your reflection twists and shimmers when you're not looking at it directly. Goizo is getting closer. Plus curse. We got Cursed Sign. Casting spells raise doom. That is probably the best curse you can get, especially if you're like me and you never use spells in this game. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. And I've learned now, if you destroy the shrine and fail, it's 5 doom, so we don't want that. Perception check. Failure. To your horror, you discover a severed human hand behind the statue. Oh wow, so our options are 5 doom or -2 reason if we get that one with this backstory. Let's see if he's here. I guess we're gonna run, because if we reveal yourself, we're just gonna get shot. So, hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There, you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They are obviously looking for something. Or someone. Run. Dexterity check failure. You decide to run from the suspicious men. Suddenly you hear a bang and feel an impact on your shoulder, which quickly turns into intense pain. Okay, so no matter what, they're gonna shoot you. This is probably the worst thing you can get with this backstory. Quick, follow them, you hear the men, but despite your injury, you manage to lose them behind you. Oh, we got tiny cuts though, so kind of like cursed signs, we managed to luck out with the best possible injury. It's not gonna affect us. As far as I'm aware, tiny cuts don't do anything. You try avoiding mirrors, afraid of what could be waiting for you on the other side. Minus one reason. God dang it, Shiro-san, where are you in here? Sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's walls. Try to decipher them. You wonder what it could all mean. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Look at that, it was eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives away, and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. So helping Shiro-san escape is really hard, actually. It's a lot easier to do the optional requirement and kill Shiro-san, or it's really easy to just let him die. But what you want to do is you want to lead him as many times as you can until his health gets to 3. And then you just kind of have to take the hits. And it's going to be a lot of damage to you. Yeah, man. But if we just protect him and lead him. We just keep protecting him and leading him. One more, I hope. And of course, if you know the ending where it's revealed that he is the problem, it makes doing this even more of a kind of a joke. Because it's like, you should not help him escape. Okay, well, we're almost at no health, so let's just keep leading him. Look at that. Oh my god, I almost died. I went from max stats to this. Plants continue to attack you as you and the gardener flee from the forest, only to suddenly stop when you reach the city limits. You manage to call an ambulance from a phone booth, but lose consciousness before it arrives. You wake up in a hospital, your wounds treated. When asked about Shiro-san, the doctors are puzzled. You were the only person they found. The gardener is missing to this day. We got basically nothing too, and ending C. So yeah, in reality, I showed that off just to get it like taken care of. You never want to go for the save Shiro ending. It is a colossal detriment to you. The imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. That's fine. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? We're just gonna take a bath and try to wash away all that pain. Easy peasy. So what do I want to do next? Coma. We do have the Fear Festival. Let's do the Fear Festival because it's an easy way to heal ourselves. Your aunt has sent you a letter. Shiro-san the garden. Yeah. He's just growing a little mushroom inside his head. It's no worry. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you for a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. Also, hey Zycat, how you doing? You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Someone is waiting for you? A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner, who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. Check out the inn room. Had any new mysteries yet? No, which is really kind of unfortunate. I have literally ran into the same ones since starting this at the beginning of October. The inn's room is dusty like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. But here's hoping we run into one of the new ones. If I remember correctly, the patch note said there's 3 new mysteries added in 1.0, so I'm really looking forward to that. Onsen sounds good. The hot springs feel great. Finally, you can relax for a bit and enjoy the warm water. Let's go investigate the village, or the inn, I guess. Investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. We did unlock Moriko, though, and I love playing as Moriko. Not as much as Miku, but I'm starting to realize the shotgun is a real blast if you know how to use it. Feeling like you're both on the brink of losing your mind. Feeling like you were on the brink, not both of you. You decide to visit your parents' old friend, Father Yasugi. Hey, kiddo, says the priest who's currently moving some boxes in and out of the church building. Could you lend me a hand? Let's not overwork ourselves. You only pick up the smallest boxes, but the whole thing takes more time than you expected. Afterwards, Father Yasugi invites you inside for a cup of hot tea and home-baked cookies made by one of the parishioners. You explain your situation to him. The priest listens, letting you vent all of your doubts and anxiety. +3 reason, +2% doom. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly, the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? And who are they? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Let's find out more information about the festival. A friend returning from a trip to Africa has invited you to dinner. This time they've outdone themselves. This is a real feast, full of exotic meats. It's getting late and you can't stay for long, but the host asks if you want to take anything home with you. This steak is to die for. I knew you'd like it, your friend says, winking and packaging it for you. We got long pig steak. +2 stamina at the cost of a status, hell yeah. So, -1 charisma, they look tasty. If I remember correctly, and we could try to test this, hunger lets you cannibalize allies that you have. Like, if you have someone with you, hunger lets you cannibalize them for more health. Don't quote me on that, but I'd like to see if that's the case. Deft handling is nice, but ammo stash is also really nice. I'm going to go with ammo stash, and let's just hope that I get deft handling again later, because that one's super useful too. Let's go enjoy the festival. Any friends out here? You couldn't find any familiar faces in the crowd. That's okay, Moriko. I understand. Let's go check out the woods. You're surprised to find a well-dressed man sitting on a rock in the middle of the forest. When you get closer, however, you discover that he's wearing a realistic mask that falls on the ground. Do you have a moment to speak about this product? Alright, let's see if we can buy anything from him. I got the idea to check it. No, it doesn't look like he has any extra options. It would be hilarious if he did, though. Like, if you could actually just buy something from him to end this combat, that'd be funny. Let's see, 4 damage. We'll take the reason loss, as long as we can hit him every time. Not too bad, not too bad. I saw there was an achievement for killing 3 dream enemies. I'm guessing it counts as long as it's like that. So maybe we'll get 3 on this run. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They are talking about something awakening at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. It's not safe here. You decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival is ending tomorrow, and you can't be too careful. Yeah, let's just go back here. I might go do the onsen again for some extra stamina. I love this one. You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their heads in your direction. It's your turn now. We're gonna have to follow the tradition. As gruesome as it is, it's still a tradition. However, you can't shake the feeling that the deceased smiles slightly as you carefully cut your hand. Give me some of that blood. Nom, 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 nom. That's okay. That's better than taking the other options right now. Onsen sounds good. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Is that blood? Where is everybody? Trail of blood and sickly-smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. I mean, like, we could just rest at camp and get our stamina and health back, but let's see if we can get to the end here. It said that the famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has steeped into it? It's too risky. Disturbed by your surroundings, you take a step back and trip on a branch. What a weird fail check for that. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and, by the looks of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Try to decipher the signs. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take some time before you pick up the trail again. Plus 2% doom. Uh-oh, are we gonna find the place in time? The pair has been following you since this morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling it will only get worse. Venetian Society. I wonder what that one's about. And we got one more action. Hopefully we find the warehouse, because if not, what you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. It's the Kinoko Gatherer. I feel like I'm missing a reference when it comes to this guy. But yeah, we'll just keep hitting him with the butt end of our gun for now. You know what? We'll use a bullet. I did not feel like risking any more of my stats than I needed to there. Oh. Oh, I clicked the button too fast. Hopefully he fixes that at some point. You're not the only one trying to stop the ritual and save your friends. Special forces have raided the occult hideout, arresting the suspects. Led outside, the handcuffed leader suddenly stops. You are too late, they say in a raspy voice. Our lord is freed once more. -2 stamina. Later that day, after an interrogation, the detectives let you go free. Festival guests are still missing to this day. You board the old bus, wondering what exactly happened out there. Got our bullet back. That's all that matters to me. The air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. What does that do? Rest action is less effective. That's okay. If I go to rest, Goizo's gonna be there. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Okay, stat-wise, we could be doing better, but Doom we're doing good on. And we did get library notes at some point. I'm just gonna sell them. So we have Crimson Cape, Contagious Coma, Beckoning Bulletin. Contagious Coma would be kind of easy. I mean, with the shotgun shells, all of these would be pretty simple. Let's do, let's do this. Even though I don't like this one. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses, and he intends to complete the dangerous diary. We're not going to gather the gossip, but we're going to go shop at the dog. Because, you know, anything could be useful here. Village Forest has a small chance of lowering Doom. That's not bad. Salt. Kind of regretting coming to the dog now. You know what? We'll use the sewing kit. 3 stamina at the cost of 1 charisma. That's okay, because we're already failing every check anyways. Looking great. She's looking great. Usually it's when our characters look the most fucked up that we succeed. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. Check out the masks. One mask looks similar to a design you once saw in a cult book. You decide to take it with you, plus item. We got the funny mask! Plus 1 stamina or reason at the beginning of combat encounter. Sure, it says it's cursed, but like, what's the worst that could happen? Look at that! Look at that! We're smiling now. We're having a good time. She does not care anymore. She's got the happy mask on. In the 2 chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. Do nothing. You make a mental note to avoid visiting small family restaurants anytime soon. Read a story about a vengeful samurai, known for wearing a crimson red cape. It's an interesting find for sure, but you need to find more information. She's just smiling. You find an old trophy case set in a seemingly abandoned corridor. Everything inside is covered in a thick layer of dust. One medal seems particularly valuable. Well, I mean, you find a small trophy with a curious plaque. Grand Champion of the Cannibal Eating Contest, 1956. -2 reason. I mean, honestly, I get that you lose 2 reason because it's a pretty awful trophy. I would just think the school's playing a prank. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. I guess that's what we're calling having explosive diarrhea now. Man, I got assaulted on the toilet recently. It was not fun. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. The woman bumps into you as she runs from a beauty parlor. Before you can say anything, you notice her face. She's carved out her own eyes. "If I can't see it," she cries, "it can't see me, right?" You shudder, seeing a faint vision of Goizo reflected in the beauty parlor's mirrors. Goizo! You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of his records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today, and another body has been supposedly found. Alright, we have enough doom for me to risk doing this. Come on, dog. Oh, the foreign cigarettes. +1 reason adds a new status. Goizo the clown. Goizo! Stop messing with the beauty parlor ladies. Let's do the foreign cigarettes. I forget what these add. Nicotine rush. Doesn't look like they did anything crazy. Okay. And we got some reason back, I think. At the very least, we're now nicotined up to fight Goizo. Or not Goizo, to fight Akamanto. And I'm gonna rest. Oh, that's right. Our regen from resting is low right now. Kind of a waste then. But at least we're more prepared, because I'm not going for the ending where he doesn't hurt you. Wait, why is it suddenly so dark outside? You stand by a window to take a look. Black smoke emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Observe the smog. Perception check failure. By the time you realize the vapor is forming into a giant hand, it's too late. It crashes through the window, shedding shards of glass everywhere. I should have done the other one! The principal has ordered the school to be closed down for investigation. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package, but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Let's ignore it. Leave this at the next station in a hurry, hoping to forget the package as soon as possible. You break the window and get inside the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. You get over there. It happened again. I'm not going to say it, but it happened again the second I read cursed toilet. Stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check out the school's database to look for anything that might help your investigation. Let's leave it for later. Oh my god, dude. Why are you doing this to my stamina, game? Can't waste time in front of the computer. -2 stamina. There's no turning back now. You stand into the last stall and close the door behind you. You wait inside the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, beep, squeak. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips on the tiles. Squeak, squeak. I should get the SpongeBob boots sound effect. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than anything you've ever seen. Squish, squeak. The door slowly opens. A masked man in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like a red paper or blue paper? I'm really worried that red is reason and blue is stamina. If this is stamina damage, then we're dead and this run is over. It was stamina damage! The tall man in a red coat grabs you by your neck and starts choking you. You kick him and rush to the door. Oh, it's okay though. Combat started. And we gained a stamina back because of our funny mask. You hear a click coming from the door's direction. You're locked in here with this crazy man. Okay, well, let's just pull this out of the gutter real quick by getting a stamina back. So we get 1 stamina at the cost of 2 reason. Can I get him with 2 shotguns? I can. Can I? Oh, but I don't want to risk missing. Okay, here we go. Oh, we missed the second shot. I knew we would too. I knew we were gonna miss that second goddamn shot. And we're out of bullets now? We're out of bullets now. Nice. Thank you, game. Very cool, game. Well, we can still pull this back. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We're gonna level up after we kill him, probably. Blood flowing from the wounds and the tall man's red coat makes it look like the man is slowly melting. You hear cackling coming from behind the mask and faint, but when you wake up, he's gone. Somehow, you know he will be back in another stall, another school, another city, continuing the horror. We did get his mask, though. That's neat. Okay, we gotta level up, so we're gonna be fine. We're gonna survive. All of these perks suck. I'm not gonna reroll them, though, because I don't want to risk that. Get our stamina back and continue. So if that's still in the game in 1.0, I feel like that is a feature. I'm going to assume that's a feature. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be a radio mast figure. What? How good is this? Minus 10% doom. It's not terrible. We'll hold on to it for now. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Bathe up. Look at that. You cannot see the pain on her face because she's smiling too hard to notice the 4 stamina and 3 reason. Coma or beckoning bulletin. Both of these end in a boss battle, and it's going to stink. We got the blessed shell at least. That may be what we need. We're gonna do coma because coma might be the easier boss, and we can try to use it to pivot into getting more stats back. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients up only end up falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. Okay, but first let's investigate that village twice. This trail to an abandoned Shinto shrine is overgrown and steep. However, it could be an important place to investigate. Let's take the safe route. Taking the safe route costs you time, but you get to the top without incident. Burned out candle wax and dried blood around the shrine mean a new, sinister cult has claimed the location. Plus 5 EXP, plus 2% doom. Go out there again. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. Sure. Luck check failure. It was a complete waste of time. The senile old man was a bore and had nothing interesting to tell you. I'll take 2% doom. And now we got the dust of seeing. Good, good. She said she would do anything to be with you, even if it meant to cheat death itself. Not Stalker Girl. And look, we got a stamina, or we got a reason back up because of the happy mask. It's all going according to plan here, I promise. She's gonna do 2 all damage though? That's a lot of damage. Okay, we'll try to evade her. Evasion is dexterity based though, isn't it? Oh god. I mean, we kinda have to. We kinda have to go for the dodge chance. She missed. Okay, she missed. 4, 8, 12. Well, no harm in going for it again if it worked the first time, right? She landed a hit that time. That's okay. We got her now. Actually, let me just ensure that we got her. I really shouldn't put anything up to chance. Wait, what's that? We got the Occult Diary. Used for minus 3% doom. Okay. We'll use that, and then with the extra time we have, I guess we'll go... Yeah, let's get rid of the Crestfallen Mask. And buy some cigarettes, and then immediately smoke those to get some reason back, so we have a stat. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? Investigate downtown. Stop right there! You hear a voice coming from behind you. You won't destroy my life's work! It's the obsessed man again. This guy ain't nothing. He's nothing to worry about. It'll be 14 damage exactly if all of these land. Nice. Easy kill. And we got a stamina bag for the combat encounter. Okay. You need to sneak in the hospital and borrow the information about patient 0. A pale woman wearing a nurse outfit stops you. Today, we are running a blood drive to help those in need. You look healthy. Would you be so kind to help the community? Yeah, but Shrek 2 is playing on right now. You make an excuse and leave the disappointed nurse behind. Maybe if it was Shrek 1, she would have been okay with it. You've got their name and address. Let's get out of here. Actually, let's rest, because we're doing good on Doom. I can take the 5 hit. For 1 stamina and reason. Let's get out of there, though. I'm really digging how they updated the UI, though. At least we got to see one new thing today, and it's pretty cool. Brace yourself. And there goes all of our reason. Cool. Cool. Any way to get that reason back? No. Oh, this is where the run ends. The encounter was the final straw. Your mind is snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made these horrors disappear. No achievements, but that's okay. That was still a great run in my opinion. Goizo! I'll tell you what, let's see what challenge modes runs we can do. Handcuff the Ultimate Opportunist. That's fun. So we've had the handcuff item before, and the Ultimate Opportunist is that guy you fight, Takeshi-san in the lighthouse. So we should try that at some point. Mimi's little... Let's see if we can do Mimi's little project. Let's do some challenge mode runs. I haven't shown off challenge mode at all in here, so let's do a challenge mode run to end it off. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth aeons ago are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. Oh, did I click one on accident? Okay, I did not mean to click one on accident. Let's reset real quick. That happened so fast. Sometimes all it takes is one mouse click, and this game is like, oh, you hit it. I saw that, you hit it. It's very, very finicky with its mouse click detection. There we go. Make sure you have your mouse down here. So we got parole violation, going cold turkey, but dad, ghastly presence, ghost town, one that's locked, and then Mimi's little project gets us an achievement. So let's do this one. Oh, and it's on true believer difficulty. Hell yeah, why not? It's time to put my knowledge to use. Mimi, World of Horror, random. Special rule, before each investigation, you'll have to choose one experiment to perform. Okay. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has recently been rediscovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of Ooh for its long-awaited premiere. This is gonna be interesting. We're on the hardest difficulty, as Mimi, who starts with less max reason. We got Mimi's little project as an item? Oh, interesting. And we got the scalpel. Now, Mimi is a run that you can turn in your favor really fast because the scalpel is a super fast weapon. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but you will start with a high knowledge stat as well. So let's go for it. Let's see if I can do Mimi's little project. We're gonna load the setup the way I like it because I like it the way it is. Check your mailbox, it's empty. You must commit yourself to one of your projects before you continue investigation. New random injury each mystery, +2 kick damage, graft bear claws to your toes, cut off your kneecap, -1 dexterity, -1 item slot, Jesus. Sell your kidney to finance your project, -3 max stamina, +1 funds. Replace the liquid in your eyeball with a saline solution. -1 perception, -10% chance to halt combat. Implant a second human heart. -1 charisma, +1 or 5% doom. Break your arm to form a new joint. Minus strength, slower combat actions. Forcibly rewire your vestibular system. Fail all event checks, -1 luck. Stab an ice pick through the nose to disable the pain receptors in your brain. -2 knowledge, -1 incoming damage. This is fucked up. Holy crap, Mimi. There is something wrong with you. I'm gonna start, since her dexterity is already low, I'm gonna start with the -2 dexterity, -1 item slot, and we'll go from there. Can I do the rest of them? No. With the next project completed, you should continue your investigation. So we've already cut off our kneecap. Is that just like as an obsession now, or as a thing I should say? Oh, it just shows up in the item. That's fucked up, man. Gain a random spell at the cost of reason. We're gonna sell that for money. Take a bath and get some EXP. What outfits do we have for Mimi? Oh, you know what? I think this is a new one. Let's wear this one. I like this one. She got a neat little Cthulhu thing on her lapel. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Okay, we got the household hell. That wouldn't be a bad one to start since we can avoid the boss. Rotten report of a rancid ramen. That's great. Beckoning bulletins here to haunt me again. Fear festival is alright. Found footage. Okay, so out of all of these, only one of them ends in a boss battle. Let's do that one first, because the farther this goes on, the more Mimi's going to literally, like, massacre herself for the sake of science. Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. As the decades roll on, technology has only developed further. These days, computer bulletin board software allows computers to communicate over phone lines. All it takes is a computer and a modem, and anybody can connect to a bulletin system, or even host one of their own. Once you connect, you can read all of the messages on that bulletin, and even post your own to start a communication, a conversation even. Many of them to share files or to chat about their favorite topics. Most people just go to youtube.com/FibiTanuki. Everything from video games to sports to idol culture. But in the wake of a sudden string of weird suicides, things aren't all fun and games. Rumors have surfaced that the deaths are linked to a bulletin system operated from somewhere within Shiokawa. What is behind the suicides? How could so many people all be driven to take their own lives? Even if the rumored bulletin system's phone number is found, there is no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that'll work, and we are going to investigate the forest. We're going to go for the fight it ending. Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There, you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They're obviously looking for something, or someone. Let's go for reveal ourselves. Charisma check failure. God dang it! -2 stamina plus status. You walk from behind a tree and wave. Suddenly you hear a bang and feel an impact on your shoulder, which quickly turns into intense pain. Damn, that's not him. You hear the scream of one of the men before everything gets dark. When you open your eyes, you find yourself next to the road leading to the forest. Your wound is bandaged, but you fear it's not enough. -2 stamina plus status. Also, what backstory did it pick? Did it pick a backstory? Oh, there might not be a backstory in this challenge mode, so we should be fine. Even if the rumored bulletin system's phone number is found, there is no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that'll work? Nah, but we gotta investigate the forest again. In the forest, you hear a faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. If I've ever needed a random dice roll to go my way, help the dog. Yes! Luck check, success. You free the injured dog. Thankful, the animal follows you. Oh, camp dog. This is new. This must be a new one. I've never seen camp dog before. I've seen normal dog and combat dog, but camp dog adds one inventory slot. What does he gotta say? Camp dog barks knowingly. He's a wisdomful dog. Look at that. We got an extra inventory space for having him. After searching deep in the woods, cute backpack. Yeah, he does have a cute little backpack. Gotta get a cute backpack for my dog now. She's staring at me like, no, I don't want one. After searching deep in the woods for some time, you discover the body of a young student clutching a note. We got the forest note. Good. I don't think Mimi's prepare item is actually that useful, so we're gonna avoid that. I'm actually considering draining my funds for cigarettes again. No, I keep doing that. It keeps ended up being a hassle. Even if the rumored bulletin system's phone number is found, there's no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that'll work? You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic, which is why we're going to check out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. We got the demon mask. Oh, heck yeah. +1 damage, -4 max stamina. Sure, fine. That doesn't really affect us that much. Oh, look at that. +1 damage is going to be really useful. I know I'm playing with fire with the low stamina, but I have a feeling it'll work out. Maybe. Well, the school's library computer doesn't have a modem. You happen to bump into a member of the computer club while asking around. She apparently just got a new system and is willing to let you borrow hers. Thanking her, you arrange to meet her at home in the city. I'm going to go to the pharmacy, actually. +2 stamina. We're going to buy these painkillers. I have a feeling if I need 2 stamina, it's good to have those on me. So let's go do the next part. Look at that dog. Oh, we need to get all 3 dogs in our party. We need to get all 3 dogs somehow. I only know how to get them through the bear trap, though. Seeing the 2 chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. Research occult notes. Knowledge check. Success. The notes lying nearby tell of ancient civilizations and unspeakable horror. You've managed to learn an incantation, but the horrifying image will stay with you for a long time. Flesh regrowth, +3 stamina at the cost of 2 max stamina. Or we can drop it for a reason. I'm going to drop it for that reason back. You lug the cardboard box full of PC parts up your apartment stairs, teeth clenched as you heave it one step at a time. God damn, our computer's heavy. Not anymore, I got mine. It's pretty light now. Oh hey, they changed Mr. Ooh so he doesn't look like Junji Ito anymore. That's a weird change. I wonder if they got in trouble for having him look like Junji Ito. I can't tell if this is also supposed to look like someone or not though. Mr. Ooh, your neighbor is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his new story. As much as I want to hit what's that picture, I do not want to incur the wrath of something evil right now. So let's let him come up with his own stuff. It was all a dream? You're a genius, he shouts, grabbing a pencil. Excuse me now, I've got a bestseller to write. You roll your eyes and prepare to leave. Good grief, what a bother. I hate those. Oh my god, I remember when Call of Duty Zombies decided at one point they were going to wrap up the storyline by saying it was 2 kids playing with toys. You wipe the sweat from your brow as you finally finish setting up the computer. And then that didn't end up even being the canon ending. It got weird. You wipe the sweat from your brow as you finally finish setting up the computer in your bedroom. After a few tests, you're now certain that everything is functional. The newscaster on the TV says that the suicide rate is still climbing. Worse, the morbid trend is beginning to catch on in other nearby towns. You need to act quickly. This investigation is really long, by the way. I think this might be one of the longest ones. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing at the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in terror. It is slowly standing up. It's the Twisted Corpse! So this is a spirit enemy. You have to fight it using spirit combat. And I am going to run away. Because I am not taking damage from that. Hoping to find a lead, you head to the hospital. With how many deaths there have been, the hospital is in chaos. The staff looks exhausted. When the receptionist lets her head down onto the desk for a minute, you slip out of the waiting room and into the hospital corridors. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. The elevator doors open, revealing a black mass of eyes and teeth pouring into the elevator, biting and suffocating you. Later, you wake up in a doctor's office. A nurse discovered you lying unconscious on the elevator floor. Alright. Just rest. Doom's getting really high already. But but, this is the only investigation that should be this long, and only one that has a boss fight at the end. I think we have a shot. You overhear two nurses talking about a girl whose suicide attempt failed. Apparently, she's recovering at her grandparents' home at the village city outskirts. You exit the hospital and make your way to the nearest bus stop. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of the park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. Insert Fine Boon sound effect. I need to get a soundboard. As you pull into the village bus stop, a news story comes on the bus driver's radio. An entire class of Shiakawa students leapt in front of the train, hand in hand. You move urgently as you exit the bus and begin searching down the village streets. Travel to the village. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company, fortunately, specializes in cases like yours and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, he takes a step closer, and you could swear there's a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Fondest memory. Everything suddenly gets dark. You feel sad, but can't even tell why. In your pocket, you find an envelope with cash inside. Whatever. We'll be fine. Maybe. When you find the girl's house, her grandparents greet you solemnly. They thank you for your effort to stop the deaths. Forgive her, her grandfather says as he leads down the room. We trained her wrong, as a joke. Unseasonal floods have closed many of the roads. Look for an alternative way. You wasted a lot of time looking for a safe path, plus 3% doom. See, I don't think this needs to be 2 investigations in the village. This is a really long investigation mystery. The recovering girl is more than happy to not only confirm the bulletin's existence, but to give you its number. You have to do what it tells you. Trust me, you won't regret a thing. She beams at you as her grandmother struggles to make her swallow the pain medication. I'll be back to join you all soon. Wait for me, okay? Disquieted, you give the grandparents your phone number and hastily leave. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. Yeah, let's accept it. Luck check failure, of course. It was a complete waste of time. The senile old man was a bore and had nothing interesting to tell you. As soon as you arrive home, you dial the number and put the handset to the modem. Your heart pounds as the computer fans exhale. System hums, you hear a brief dial tone, and then it finally connects. Welcome home. Did you like it so far? Yeah, sure. I'm glad. Take your phone off the modem and put it to your ear. Remember the note. You recall the note you found. Could this be the voice of humanity you read about? Bracing yourself, you slowly put the phone to your ear. You don't hear words or a voice. You soon understand they don't need those. It's difficult, but you manage to keep track of which thoughts are yours and which are theirs. Everyone is here now. It's Smash Bros. We've escaped everything that held us back in life. We don't have any more burdens. You can escape with us. This is the purest form of existence. A paradise of connection. Everyone deserves that. We will bring all humanity together. But suffering is human. How can you believe that? Well, okay, if you want to suffer, go ahead. Your consciousness dips. By the time you snap out of it, you're strangling yourself with the phone cord. The entity assaults your mind, but the struggle brings out strength you didn't know you had. You refuse to die. -5 stamina, but plus to our max stamina, which should offset the mask, provided I don't die here. You listen to the staticky signal on the other end. It's harsh to your ear, but then the noise begins to slowly change into something beautiful. You want to join it. Okay, so he does -2 all damage, and we do 6 per hit with no chance of hitting him. Nice. So we do 12 a turn. We can pull this out, but it's going to be incredibly close. Like, incredibly close. So I think we might just be able to scum this and go take a bath afterwards. We're gonna activate Desperation, and we're gonna go in for a big old scalpel slash. Yeah, we'll be able to heal at the bathtub. We're fine. We're gonna keep going. This was the only boss out of all the investigations, so we should be fine. You wrench the phone from your ear, nearly tossing it across the room. You could have killed yourself for that thing. Sweat pouring down your face, you immediately yank the computer's plug from the socket. From the bulletin's number in a phone book, you find the system operator's address. Oh wait, we have the painkillers! Bam! I forgot I bought the painkillers. I'm a genius. Thank God I totally remembered last second. You find the system operator's address. When you enter the cramped apartment, you're met with a smiling, hanged teenager and a still running, unplugged computer. You smash it to pieces. With the root cause gone, the suicides eventually slow. While you couldn't save those already in its thrall, you're relieved to know the bulletin won't take any more victims. Ending B. I'll take it. We got a lot of EXP from that. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are hopeless. Okay. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Alright, now we gotta commit ourselves to another project for the challenge. Plus 5% Doom I would have taken, but we occurred way too much Doom, so we're gonna... -3 max stamina at the cost of 1 funds. New random injury, each mystery, no. -1 luck, fail all event checks. -2 knowledge, -1 incoming damage. -1 perception, -10% chance to all combat actions. I mean, honestly, if we're just gonna be using the heavy hits anyways, like the guaranteed knocks, then I see no issue taking a hit to our perception. So we now have saline in one of our eyes, and we're missing a kneecap. Doing great, Mimi. You're totally not a psychopath. Get that stamina back. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're gonna do ramen next. I can never say this one correctly. Rotten report of a rancid ramen. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queues stretch out the door. Shambling customers stuff themselves with dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. You're determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human meat? The flesh of the gods themselves? Watching the local news, you spot a familiar street. It's a feature about the newest ramen shop. The food critic has a manic look as he describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. Let's investigate the apartments. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. "Open up!" shouts the deep voice from behind the door. "I know you're there!" "Call the police?" The man escapes when he hears the police siren, but before he goes, he draws an unfamiliar symbol in blood on your front door. Plus 3% Doom. That's okay. Looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman. Her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it. Charisma check failure. Intimidated by the unsettling portrait, you're haunted by nightmares. And we have no reason now. Yeah, we'll rest. Probably best to rest there, just so that we can make sure we're... have some reason. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Luck check? Failure. -2 funds. Staying up late investigating the current case has really increased your electricity bill. Cool, so we're gonna get investigated by that one guy again. Or, investigated. We're gonna get met by that one guy again. Wait, did I not buy it? You don't have enough oh, that's right, we're broke. Oh, well, we're definitely not getting the better ending on this then. Seems that you were not the only one wanting to try it for yourself. You stand in line for hours. Your questions fall on deaf ears and you're shunned. We don't have any money, so we're gonna have to chat, but you're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for her train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful? Yeah, I run this thing. It's called somethingsouthere.org. Haha. Charisma check failure. Nice. It's certainly nice to meet an old friend after so many years, but you don't learn anything important. Plus 1 reason. The smell around the restaurant is overpowering. Grease, rot, and... Is that blood you smell? I believe... Yeah, we got it. While walking through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Yeah, but I gotta level up. Anatomy class, extra damage against humans. Defeating an enemy gains 2 reason. We want that. We definitely want that. And we want to get more of our reason back from the level up. Perception chance, success. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm and drop it before disappearing into a crowd. It's finally your turn to order. 1 ramen, please. The owner's grin widens. Walking through the park, you spot a girl standing in the bush. Getting closer, you suddenly realize she isn't standing in the bush. She's a part of it. It's Stock-chan. How you doing, Stock-chan? So I can do 6, 12, 18 damage at a 55 chance, and we can finish this combat in 1 run and not risk the stamina. Or, oh my god, that dodge chance is insane. Probably because we have a dexterity of 3. You know, because I knocked my kneecap out. Order your allies to attack. Can't I order them to, like, distract the enemy? Ask your allies to distract the enemy. I'm not taking that risk. I'll just take the 2. I don't care. 2 stamina isn't too hard to recover from. Wait, what's that? We got a branch! Look at that. The Red Bull is pushed in your face. It's so crowded that you're forced to sit on the floor. Can I sell the branch for money? That'd be nice. The only metro line in your town connects the university and science complex. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? Take a ride! Luck chance! Success! Yes! Even though the metro car is completely empty, you arrive at the station without any problems, saving valuable time. Minus 2% doom. Just gonna sell the branch for no money. Well, with a slick hand, you fill a vial with the soup and walk out, all without tasting the weird dish. With the pulling of some delicate streams, you get the ramen into a lab. While handing over the gathered material, you hesitate. What should you send to the laboratory? Just the vial of ramen, please. A mere day later, your friend rings your door. Her face is pale, and in a shaky hand, she holds an analysis sheet. You usher her in and bolt the door. You feel ill looking at the charts. While they couldn't identify some of the particles, they did discover a highly addictive drug in the broth. The ramen restaurant must be closed immediately. A week later, police and government officials are looking over where the ramen restaurant used to be. Nothing remains but a gap in the street and aimless, confused customers. You'd like to believe that this was the end of it, but snippets in newspapers from other cities unsettle you. Brief articles about an exciting new ramen restaurant opening and its mysterious owner keep showing up. You can no longer eat noodles without feeling ill. You know, we still got 30 experience and minus 2 doom. What a nice investigation to get. That one is such a freebie. The friendly dog disappeared last night. You'll have to find a new place to buy equipment. That's okay. I have no money anyways. Get our small key. And we gotta commit to something here. So I actually want the minus 3 max stamina for the funds at this point. We don't even really have a whole lot of stamina in the first place. It keeps staying relatively low. And I need money or we're gonna run into that guy who's gonna demand that we give him something. So, you know, it's what it is. Found footage, household hell. I kind of want to do found footage last. Let's do Fear Festival, because these two can be short. We've done this every time tonight. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you for a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. I feel like at this point, we're so just damaged from all the experiments that Mimi wouldn't even consider asking questions. That's my excuse for not asking the questions. The inn's room is dusty, like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. Onsen sounds good. Hot springs feel great. Finally you can relax for a bit and enjoy the warm water. Okay, so 7 is our max stamina for now. We gotta keep that in mind. And just be careful out there. Feeling hungry? You've entered a small local restaurant, ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? One bite won't hurt. Strength check failure. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant's guests on your back, you take a small bite of the smelly seafood. Tastes like the sea and melts in your mouth. Restaurant owner nods and smiles strangely. We got holes. Holes is not good. Gosh, dang it. Ah. Okay, we're gonna do it. I ain't afraid of holes. Museums started hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition. Unaware of the danger, the opening night may prove to be the last night for all of us. Isotu is coming, and now you know the date. Plus 3% Doom, plus 10 EXP. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out with your one eyeball not filled with saline. You can't see anything. You're ready to go back to bed when suddenly the moon comes out from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? Yeah, what was that about? That was weird. Let's explore the weird village. Stumbled upon a forgotten bookstore in a small alley. The interior is cluttered with dusty old tomes, animal bones, weird vials, and stuffed exotic animals you don't even recognize. Can I help you? Asked the tiny man behind the counter. I have things that will surely help you in your quest. Sorry, just looking. Take your time and see you soon. That was actually a pretty good event to get. I like that because we didn't end up dying or being attacked by something. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. Pray. Perception chance. Success! Kneeling by the shrine, you discover a small piece of paper tucked behind the statue. Keep investigating the woods. Parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Knowledge check failure. The bark is flabby and sticky. It makes you recoil in horror. -2 reason. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They are talking about something awakening at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that, and then go back to sleep. Of course, this one is going to be the one that ends up killing me. Walking through a tree nursery, you suddenly stop. Something feels off. Isn't it too early for the leaves to change their color? Before you can continue your investigation, someone grabs your leg. Oh, it's just Bark Woman. Oh, she's nothing. She's harmless. I kind of feel like I should just dodge. God, it's just such a high chance. You know what? I think I can run away from this fight. Our Doom is decent. That running away doesn't seem like a bad idea right now. It's said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has steeped into it? Tap into his power. Knowledge check failure. You feel you have attracted the attention of something terrible. But not something horrible. That's a different thing. Plus 2% Doom. Or something truly evil, I should say. Is that blood? Where is everybody? Trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and, by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Try to decipher the signs. Knowledge check, failure. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take some time before you can pick up the trail again. 2% Doom. Well, we're already here. While exploring the factory, you're caught by masked people you've seen from the inn's window. After tying you up, they bring you to the cult leader. We knew you'd come. You hear a raspy voice, your aunt's voice, coming from behind the priest's weird mask. She signals towards the door behind him. Our master is waiting for you, a final blood sacrifice. Man, this is awkward. Is this twice now? I'm really sorry, guys. I just... oh no, God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to... Oh, Jesus, oh, God, not this guy again. I fucking hate this guy. Look at him go. Spook is back! I think... So there's a third ending to this. I think you get to fight that in the third ending, but I have still yet to get the third ending on this, despite, like, upwards of 80 hours into this game now. With a loud bang, the ancient horror disappears and the high priest falls on the floor, grabbing their shoulder. Last thing you see before blacking out are the beams of flashlights and the hand of a police officer saving you from falling. Later that day, detectives interrogating you are confused when you tell them about the ritual, blood, and eldritch being. The village is abandoned. With no trace of blood anywhere, you were the only one seeing the ancient horror. While you couldn't catch the leader of the cult to interrogate them, the people are safe. You board the old bus, wondering what would happen if you didn't stop the ritual in time. So the holes are spreading, which is -2 stamina, but we did get reason and stamina for doing that ending, and we got the Doom down, and we got a level up. So we're doing all right. Fast learner, taking damage in combat. Nope, I don't want to risk that. I should increase my dexterity for dexterity checks. Yeah, let's increase our dexterity so we can pass some checks and get our stamina back. I think that was a waste of stamina back, honestly, because the bath would have given it us back too. That was a bad move. Don't make the play I just made. I should have gone for a stat increase instead of the stamina back. But let's see, what are we doing today, Mimi? New random injury each mystery. No. -1 strength, slower combat actions. -1 luck. -2 knowledge. -1 incoming damage, though. Yeah, why not? It's safer than the other stuff, so we've now lobotomized ourselves, put saline in our eyes, sold a kidney, and cutting off our kneecap. Mimi, are you okay? Jesus Christ, girl. Looking good, yeah, you know, as long as we wear the mask, you can't see the problem. We're gonna do Household Hell. This one's fast and easy. I don't think you lose anything for not getting the better endings, too. There are many old mansions around this town. Ooh Manor is one of them. Supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only tragic event that took place here? Friends you've talked with are not sure where the mansion is located. You have to find the mansion first. A trip to the library may shed some light on it. We're gonna try to rush finishing this investigation. You find an old trophy case set in a seemingly abandoned corridor. Everything inside is covered in a thick layer of dust. One metal seems particularly valuable. Check the plaques and trophies. Luck check failure. You find a small trophy with a curious plaque. Grand Champion of the Cannibal Eating Contest, 1956. Still the champ. -2 reason. Some buildings was supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. Copy the mansion's photo from the newspaper and prepare to leave. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Ask the waiter. Before pursuing the man, you ask the waiter if they know him. The waiter smiles and explains that the man is a part of a tabletop role-playing community. You thank him, slightly embarrassed. I told you he's a dork. What did I say? He's just a dweebus. No crazy cult magic here. Comparing different mansions with the sketch, you finally find the one. There's only one problem. You'll need a strong rope to enter the mansion through the high window. Okay, we can manage that. Military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? +4% doom, +2 reason, I'll take it. Anything to get my health back up. Investigate the mansion. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. Check out those masks! One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. This time we got the Caracosa mask, which I'm just gonna sell for some money. We don't need that. Heatwave continues with record temperatures. Continuing your investigation takes more and more effort. Oh god. Is this it? Am I gonna just lose to bad luck now? In the middle of a room, you see a man tied to a chair. You rush in to help. When you remove his gag, though, the man starts shouting curses and ancient prophecies. You fall onto the floor, your mind flooded with unspeakable images as the man slowly stands up, completely ignoring the chair he was seemingly tied to. He only does doom damage, which is mitigatable. Should I really be risking taking doom damage? I guess, why not, you know? Hey, look at that. We only ended up taking 2 doom from the encounter. Wait, what's that? Got the curious statuette. I believe that's a 1 knowledge while held in inventory. Perfect. Okay. +1 knowledge is pretty useful right now. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. +2% doom. Okay. It's gonna be the top left one. I'm feeling it, right? No. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of the supernatural attack. Pursue the hooded woman. Dexterity chance, success. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, already mixed in with the crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find the sulfur-stinking hoodie and an envelope containing your photo, plus a curious incantation. So we got the Itotu Flame. I'll save that for if I desperately need some reason back. It's also a good spell, but we shouldn't be fighting anything. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly, a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take one step closer. Touch the stone. Dexterity check failure. When you reach out to touch the stone, you're shocked at how hot the surface is. It burns your fingers, -2 stamina. Oh, okay. No. You aren't sure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps? You move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Make your way down. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustics of this place makes the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. But we didn't have anything. Unholy chants coming from the caves connected to the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had, themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. It's what it is. Roads closed. Roads leading out of the town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. Investigating places outside costs 1% more doom. That's not gonna be good. 1% more doom. The last mission, or the last investigation we have is exclusively in the woods. Okay, we gotta commit to one more. New random injury each mystery plus 2 kick damage. I think because we did that at the very end, we don't have to worry about the damage from new mysteries, because there's no mysteries left. Except for this one. The freaky feature of found footage. What did we get? We got an abdominal cut. -10% max stamina. Oh, how horrifying. Freaky feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklores and legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the first anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about the local folklore. Maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in the school's newspaper? You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Please let me pass this check. Knowledge check failure. You can't find the first aid kit anywhere. Could it have been moved somewhere else? At least there's no negative to failing that. The notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. Getting closer, you can't help but notice a large number of trees that have suddenly died. What happened here? Isn't that Bark Lady? I think that's what Bark Lady does. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You better hurry out of here. Let's resolve that. Okay. So this time, it is perfectly fine to get our stamina back, because we're going to need to have max stamina. Oh my god, I think 6 is our max stamina at this point, by the way. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. Not this again. Old lady. This is the second time she's tried to hit on us. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of this supernatural attack. Dexterity check, but we failed the dex check this time. Uh-oh. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, already mixed in with a crowd. They failed to stop you today, but you're sure they'll try again and again. So here's the truth. We are going to be banking the entire victory of this on how fast I can find the right location. Now, there is 12 entire locations, so if we end up searching all of them, and because it's 2% doom per forest investigation, it's over. Just gonna lay it out on the table like that. I could have investigated the mansion twice to remove 3 of them. It wouldn't have mattered. We're better off just going at it, I think. That pair that has been following you since this morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that they will only get worse. -2 stamina. Find a pile of human teeth lying on a nearby rock. That's good. That's what I want to find. Trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. -2 reason. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood, but where's the owner? Assume the worst. Wild beast must have killed this poor person. You say a quick prayer before continuing. Come on. What you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. Oh my god, he's got 30 health and is going to do -2 all damage to me. Although it should be -1 all damage, I think, because of the thing I did to myself. We gotta hope that I just land the heavy hits. There's no other way we're gonna, and I already missed one of them. It is still -2 all damage. Uh-oh. What are the odds of us dodging him? Not good. Base chance to hit. Not good at all. We can activate desperation mode to do a lot of damage, maybe. Yeah, we desperationed our way through that. Whew. Discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent must have been knocked down, and the food and utensils have been scattered anywhere. Ignore the tent. At the cost of 1 reason, but whatever. Come on, come on. Sunstorm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave wall. Knowledge check, success. You recognize the strange symbols and connect them to the horrors plaguing your town. Okay. Come on, bring me to the shack. Yes, okay. I think peeking inside is a bad idea. I'm gonna do it. It's a bad idea. Rumored witch's house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. And you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. I'm pretty sure peeking inside would lower my stamina. Let's just take the cassettes and run. That also lowered my stamina. Oh, because I have holes. That didn't lower my stamina because I did that. It lowered it because I have holes. I forgot I have holes. Not being able to deal with it, you decide to grab the tapes and run. You wander aimlessly through the woods for a few hours until you're found by a search party. You lead them to the house, but the door to the basement is missing. Okay. Local scientists are baffled. Oh, the arcane storm does not matter. So here's where we're at the end. We're going to be able to get back up to 3 stamina. So we have 3 stamina and 6 reason, and Doom is at 91%. So I would have to successfully complete everything in the lighthouse. But if we can just do that, we win. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Enter the lighthouse. Key 1, Key 2, Key 3, Key 4, Key 5. Enter. You finally made it inside this cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you 2 things. That whoever, or whatever, is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these. I could rest? And get some stamina back. It only costs 1 doom per floor. At 5 floors, this would give us 7 floors to climb, provided I don't increase doom somewhere else. Or we could go for it and just trust that I'm not going to lose stamina as I go up the floors. That sounds like a really bad idea. Well, I guess either way I'm banking on successfully completing the floors. We're going to rest. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking photos focused on you. The photos include the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong. You can't precisely say what. Bark Woman was during the Fear Festival, but we did Ramen second. Together would be first, because we did the phone case first. I think it's Twisted Corpse. I'm about to blow this entire run. I'm pretty sure it's Twisted Corpse, though. Because Bark Woman, we fought... When did we fight Bark Woman? We fought her during the Far Out Fable of the Fear Festival. Twisted Corpse was while we were doing the Ramen mystery. I don't remember fighting Stockchan, if I'm going to be honest. Twisted Corpse. That was not the wrong answer. Nah. Well, the run is over. Well, the run is over. It was Bark Woman, wasn't it? You're too late. When you arrive at the museum, the firefighters are already struggling to contain the spreading fire. You manage to slip past the police and run inside. You make your way inside the exhibition hall as your skin gets charred. The last thing you see is Itotu, finally breaking free from its marble casket. It happens. That was almost another clear on the hardest difficulty, though. I'm really happy about that. Definitely gonna try for, where is it? We're gonna try for Mimi's little project next stream. I think that's how we'll start tomorrow's stream, but we still can get a couple of these. Deal 10 damage with a single kick. Counter 3 dream enemies. Let's see, what's a you know what, that's one we can go for. As Moriko defeat an enemy with a working chainsaw. I don't know where to get the chainsaw, actually. Complete the parole violation, meet and defeat something evil. I'm gonna play through on hard. Let's see if we can run into something evil. We have a little bit of time before the stream's up, so let's just try to mess around a little bit. Why not? None of the new mysteries, though. That kind of stinks. But I think we made great progress today. We got around 10 achievements unlocked. And anytime I'm playing World of Horror is a good time. So it doesn't matter who we pick for this, so let's just do... Actually, let's do Miku, because I'm probably going to be raising up a lot of Doom. Trying to make something truly evil appear. And we'll do Athulaz. So now we're just going to find something truly evil and make it spawn so we can get that achievement real quick. Load all of this. Get those library notes. Not necessary, honestly. Get that. Take a bath for fun. Do we get any new outfits for her? No. We'll do the funny witch one. I'm gonna be really upset if a new investigation appears here. Abnormal arms, household hell, footage, coma, botanist. Yeah, none of these are new ones, but that's okay. That'll be for tomorrow. I might even, if I have some free time, maybe I'll just try to get some of the goofier achievements out of the way so we can unlock more stuff. But, since we're going for something truly evil, the easiest way to get something truly evil is through the apartments. Hey, look at that! What's that picture? You catch a glimpse of the painted... See, this was destined. The game wants us to run into something truly evil. You catch a glimpse of the painted thing. Suddenly, you feel very weak and excuse yourself to leave. Something truly evil has you in its grasp. Go to the hardware shop. Carpenter hammer, flare gun... Now, so I know you need the fuel for the chainsaw, but I really don't remember where you get the chainsaw from. Is it the illegal den? No, but you can get a hunting rifle here. Neat. Okay, so now we just need to aggravate something truly evil to the point that it'll show up in our house. The best way to do that, I believe, is investigating downtown. There's a lot of ways to run into something truly evil down here. And we're not even going to worry about investigating the mystery. We're just trying to get something truly evil to appear. Suddenly an empty bottle. Oh, hey! Because we're playing Miku, the rider changed to a different character. That's fun. We don't have to fight this. We're going for something truly evil. We don't have to fight this. Been almost a year since your friend got help. Good for him. Walking through the park. Let's take her home. For the EXP boost, because you never know. It might come in handy. Vine boom sound effect. Say a ghost is here. He was there. He was very spooky. Hearing footsteps, you stand to see a pretty woman in a sweater. And she says, "Hey, what's up?" And that's the end of the conversation right there. And then she does 4 stamina damage to you. Jesus Christ, lady. But we got the lucky earrings. I only fought her because I wanted the lucky earrings. I swear we should have ran into an event that has something truly evil at this point. Do nothing. -1 stamina. Groovy. As Moriko would say, groovy. Buy a coffee because we're rich. You just need to get the meter to 2, and then it's pretty... There she is! When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. When you reach for the package, you stop suddenly, seeing a familiar face in a nearby advertisement. Something truly evil has your scent now. So at 2 on the meter, you can rest, and there she is! Wait, what's that? Something evil knows where you live. But she won't be there again, right? Yeah, but like if I go there again, she won't... Surely she won't be there again. There we go. Having it at 6 is about all we need. I would like to buy an item from the dog just to show off something. Plus the sewing kit's useful. When you have a high something truly evil meter, by the way, it's horrifying. It is really, really fucking spooky. But we're at max stats, so we should be able to do what I want to do. Let's investigate downtown now. Because we're at such a high one, I knew it would happen immediately. Found you. In the distance, the bells toll and everything gets dark. Your demise is here. Something truly evil has found you. So, yeah, there's really only one thing you can do, and that's, suffer for me and cry for me. But, if you do it enough, you can potentially survive the fight. Oh. Kills you instantly. Let's do that one now. And you kind of got to measure it. I don't think anyone has the real science down to it, but I know if you do the heavier ones that cost more, you do have a better chance of making it out of here. Set remaining stamina to 3. Yeah, why not? Something evil is sated. So yeah, you'll get a little diamond in the middle. Evil encounter. You've successfully run from something truly evil. Achievement unlocked. And that's how you survive something truly evil. It's still pretty much a session ender. I mean, we started with max health on the middle difficulty, and she dropped us down to that. But she can still keep reappearing through your playthrough too. That's the other trick to it, is that she never truly stops chasing you. Glass eye. Ooh, that's a fun one. Holy candles. I believe with the glass eye, there's like a way to blind yourself. And then there's an achievement involving the glass eye. I forget what it is, but watch what happens when you put it in. Oh, you just straight up die because you're an idiot. Whoops. There we go. Watch what happens when you put the glass eye in. Every character has a special glass eye sprite, and I love that. I think that's so neat. What other small things can we look at while we're just kind of waiting around? Guess we could see the illegal den more. Meat cleaver. Let's see what else shows up in here. Wine bottle, cigarettes, band-aid. Get an idea of what can be bought here for tomorrow. What about the hardware store? You might need the Yakuza card to be able to buy a chainsaw. That or the chainsaw comes from somewhere I've completely forgotten. It could be from a random event, or the witch's tree. Wish for knowledge, wish for money. I want a spell. Mayhem, plus 3 to all stats. Oh, that's just her normal perk, huh? We got multiply wound. which at this point would do a lot of damage to one person. And we got Absorb, which is fun. Yeah, there's not really much else to show off on this session. Some of the weirder stuff you can get. I wonder if there's a special ending for restocking at the occult shop. And actually, there is something for the library. No, I think it's the occult club. There's a special ending. And then I didn't show off the school nurse yet. I'll call you back, says Nurse Shianyup. How can I help you today? All of your minor treat. No, I'm good. You're creepy. Let's see what happens if we do a restock death here. Nothing. Nothing special. We got one new achievement. I almost read that as 3 new achievements. What do you unlock for the something truly evil, I wonder? Witness curse. Gotcha. So we're at 44 out of 96, which is actually halfway, just about halfway. Tomorrow we'll definitely go for it. Some of the achievements that are remaining are a little, like, they're starting to get more obscure than just play the game. I think tomorrow we'll put a heavier focus on the challenge runs, and then we'll see if we can unlock some new investigations. I'm kind of like... I'm just wondering how we haven't gotten some of these extra investigations. And even though, like today and tomorrow I'm dedicating entirely to World of Horror, this game will certainly pop up a little more before the month's over too. And I probably will play it even after October, just like if I'm feeling it on a night, you know? Let's look at the mystery monograph too. This is a cool new thing. We can actually probably see the names of the new mysteries. So these are the new ones actually right here. Tragic Tale of a Thaumaturgy Teacher. Restless Rumors of a Residential Recluse. One that's blocked out for some reason. Freakish Fable of a Frightening Flood is not a new one from 1.0. It was added in another update. I don't know why we haven't run into it yet. Mysterious Myth of Medusa Metamorphosis is also a new one. So that's a new one. And then these two are a new one. And then... I know what this one is. It's another one that's already in the game. It looks like we have to unlock this one, though. So that's fun. And then we've got... Endings Encyclopedia. It looks like we've unlocked a solid amount of the game's endings, which is cool. We're only missing a couple of them. What else? Enemy Bestiary. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff. Anything else we can look at? There used to be this weird thing that would, like, show you the, kind of the mythos of the gods. It wasn't really well put together, so I'm wondering if he just dropped it, which would make sense, because it didn't really do anything or provide anything. All of these achievements on the left, by the way, are new from the update, so I'm guessing these are all the new ones. 10 damage with a single kick sounds hard. Let the real jury in. Break the blade. Our 2 allies in 1 playthrough. Interesting stuff. We'll definitely have to investigate some of it. But, with that being said, that'll be it for World of Horror today. We made fantastic progress. We got around 10 achievements knocked out. We unlocked Moriko, who's a lot of fun to play as. We've almost won 2 playthroughs on the hardest difficulty, and I'm willing to bet tomorrow we can snag that victory. We're going to start immediately with the Mimi challenge and see if we can get that win. Other than that, I don't have too much to say. As always, thank you all so very much for coming out. I really appreciate that. I also see that you got this, and I really appreciate that. I know you guys believe in me, and I'm sure I can pull it off tomorrow. In the meantime, though, that'll be it for tonight's stream. Please join me tomorrow for more World of Horror as we hopefully get into some of the new content. I'd really like to get into some of the new content. I've got nothing left to say. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.